step down or let army take over. Let army just take over and sure, let them take over because the sole president are doing nothing. They are not suffering the children. The children are suffering.
If they can protest, it's better. Let him step down. He is not competent to rule this country. That is what I'm trying to say.
All right. The man who told you that he's turn, Emenikon, he's turn to do.
I want to make Tinubu 4 years, 8 years. I want to make him stay there. I want to make him stay there because he's a miracle. I want to make him stay there.
Everybody, eye open. See what happen. We carry our birthright. What will be in our ESO? We carry our birthright to go sell her because of 1 tube of yam. But now the yam don't finish. The one will be hungry, don't start. So make them hungry. The one they sweet me for body size, they pain me. They pain them.
God bless now.
Look at me now. I trek from GRA to this place now. So I'm sweating. Where I paid transport before 15 naira, 100 naira. Now it's 200. And I don't have the money. And I trek. My people is good like that? No. So we are begging this our people. They should calm down. I made the be say one day before they will wake up, we don't do something, no. Eh? They may change the economy now. If the economy don't change, they may change them now. Eh? What is that?
Ethical and moral revolution.
Hello, everyone. You understand, eh? Let me tell you something. They are doing everything they can to cancel Peter Obi. Everything. You understand? If Peter Obi was to open his mouth and tell you 100 of what he has been going through, many people will scream, many people will shout. Some go even faint. But you know they talk, you go just keep her for inside. They know that one person is giving Nigerians hope. And that is what they don't want. They know that there's a generation. There are generations, let me even put it that way, that have been affected positively by the presence of Mr. Peter Obi. And indeed, they know the influence that he has and everything that he can do to ensure that they cancel him. You know when they say that cancel culture, that is what they're doing. Is it true friends and families? Is he coming to tell him that, oh, that he's going too much to places? Oh, he's putting the government on tension. Oh, he's doing this. He's doing what he has always done. He's being in places. He's helping. Is he the one that is stopping whoever is in the illegitimate government not to go out and do the same thing, not to go and meet people, not to go and commiserate with people, not to be there with people, not to speak what is good for the people? He didn't stop anybody. Where he will enter public, what do you call it now, plane, be aircraft, be going from here to, they can easily enter their private jets, presidential jets, whatever, and fly to places. So he's not the one that is stopping it. And let me tell you, they will do everything. Places that he's supposed to go there, they are doing everything to frustrate, to ensure he doesn't get there, he doesn't do this. Man, no, they talk, he just is doing thing. Before you know, you go see and here, you go see and there. Before you, they don't strategize whether he don't finish what you want to, don't do for another place, give them another assignment. He just a working work. You read this election, you stole this election, guy. He no crumble, he no cry, he no shake, he no move. He still the waka. He stand gidigba like rock. You understand? Our people will say, don't know kaka. Stone way strong. He stand like that. He just a doing thing. You no call anybody. You know they abuse anybody. You know they vex with anybody. You go even they call him my brother, my sister. He they doing own. He no sin. But yet, the powers where say them be, and their stooges and people where they around them, where they do anyhow, then talk say then one frustrator. Now self now go frustrator because you know what? He got the people behind him. Now God, I will not.
Welcome first, Mr. Dele Farotimi. Mr. Farotimi, you are welcome to Inside Sources. Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much. My first question, as always, is if you look at where the country is today, where we are, would you say that we are on course to that great Nigeria that I believe most of us, if not all of us, have dreamt about?
I'm going to be 56 years old this year. And in my entire lifetime, we've never been further away from the path to greatness than we are today. The future of Nigeria appears more bleak today than it has ever been in my entire lifetime. I'm a student of history too. And with the possible exception of the period during which Nigeria fought a civil war, which is anything but civil, Nigeria has never been closer to the brink than it is today. So I am not very optimistic about the trajectory of my country.
Circumstance that we find ourselves.
Right. Now, and I honestly do not see what Martin Luther King calls the fierce urgency of now. There is an emergency. There is hunger in the land. We're talking about restructuring. There is hunger in the land. I said it again and again. We must feed our people. Feed them now. Hunger is a national security risk to any country. If we do not feed our people and do that now, all these things we are going to look at. They are busting trucks.
We have what it takes to feed our country.
What? From where?
That the local farmers can do it.
Oh, so we wait till next harvest season. People are dying now. People are dying in the hospital. We have seen spikes of admissions of children with malnutrition, kwashiorkor and marasmus. Many families, many patients, I know I have seen, have stopped taking their blood pressure or diabetes medicines because they cannot afford it. That's how much difficulty people are in. So when these Abuja guys keep talking about let's go to next year, fertilizer, they are out of touch with the realities of our people. People are suffering. There is hunger in the land. And I've said everything must stop. The state and the federal government must open the treasury and buy food and flood the market. That's the only way you can bring down the price. The other way is to bring down inflation. Inflation, our managers of the economy have lost control of this inflation. It's 30% now. You have to flood the market. You have to feed our people. We are going into fasting period. Millions of people in Nigeria, in this land of plenty, predominantly women and children, go to bed hungry with no certainty of having anything to eat when they wake up. And yet you come to Abuja, you see all these politicians living it up. What manner of leaders do we have?
You see the reaction, people looting. I mean, it's a sad story of how people react to some of this situation, and those who say perhaps it's people reacting to hunger, but I mean, I don't think criminality answers for how you react to your own pains and your sufferings. But I mean, what does this portend to those who have warned about the looming danger from this kind of reaction from the Nigerian people? What do you make of that kind of?
We've been screaming our voices, and looks like they're either minimizing it or they're in denial. Hunger is real. We are afraid the reaction of people, hungry people and angry people, is going to consume all of us. And the government needs to do something, and do that fast. And all these criminalizing people that bust warehouses or do this will not do it. If there is enough food in the land, it's not that there is not enough food in the market. There is food in the market. Availability is not the problem. It's affordability. People cannot afford. When this government came, when this party came in 2015, the bag of rice, 50 kilos of rice, was 7,500. Yesterday was 70,000. 70,000. How much does a worker, what is the minimum wage? Is 30,000. How much does a soldier, the war front, earn? 50,000. A constable, the roadblock, 50,000. They cannot even buy rice, and they have guns. They have guns. You have a security man with guns, and you are not feeding him. You are in there inside your house, you and your family eating chicken. You think you'll be safe? There is hunger in the land, and the government, federal and state, must provide food immediately. All this talk they're doing in Abuja will get us nowhere but trouble.
There is a connection.
Niger watch media. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger watch. No more bad government. Niger watch you. The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger watch you.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you, my people. It's good to be back again. Thank you very much for your time with us again. Today is 9th Saturday, March 2024. We are here continuing talking about what is affecting us in our country. Like I normally say, it's not looking good. Yes, yesterday we reported over 200 people, 287 students kidnapped just yesterday, but today we have another kidnapping that happened in Sokoto. The country have looked like a country that there's no government now at this particular time. You know, it's very unfortunate. You see, I don't know. I'm speechless because the students they are kidnapping right now belongs to people. They have mother, father, brother, sister, family, relative, friends. You know, because it's not affecting you directly today, some of you might think it's none of my business. Yes, it should be our business because this is not nice. It's not nice. It's not working, man. I don't know what is happening in our country. But meanwhile, what do I know? Thank you very much, my people. I'd like to quickly appreciate some of you right there. I'm going to post out a link now while I'm appreciating a couple of you again, even though I've showcased almost everybody already on screen. A link will be posted for those of you that want to join us today. Click on that link and join us here and let's talk about the things that's affecting you and I. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. I appreciate you and I love you so much. Thank you very much, Abo Azi. Thank you very much. I appreciate you always. Thank you, Shari Williams. Thank you, Amazing Grace USA. It's good to hear from you. Thank you very much, Madam Michael and Emaro, Madam Nena. Thank you very much. Good evening to every one of you. Peggy Modi. Thank you very much, my people right there. Madam Ellen, thank you very much. Kate, can see you right there. Thank you very much, Morrissey. Thank you, my people. Ade Adobo, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Mr. Joseph OG is with us as well. Thank you. Vitus Akwebele, thank you very much. Push Mom, and many others right there. I appreciate you all, Mr. Rita Okuns, and many others. Evie Jack, I can see right there. For those of you that have already super chatted us today, Sabovo Kwanga, thank you very much for the super chat. God bless you. I really appreciate this. And thank you very much, love of God is my strength. I really do appreciate this. My pocket never, ever run dry. All right, guys, I would like us to move on. We got an apology from our elder brother right there. That's fine. I apologize as well. You know, if we have done anything wrong, we are family here. You know, we agree to disagree or disagree to agree. That's what life is all about. We all are here fighting about how to have a better country. Whatever that is going on in our country right now is affecting every one of us, directly or indirectly. Like I was saying yesterday, what I was saying, just that you didn't get me right. I was saying that, you know, you cried out the other day that the situation of the country is affecting you, which is affecting every one of us, not just you. You know, so let everybody continue to speak out, because at the moment now, Tinubu and his satanic cabinet are not sure on what to do. Yes, that is the fact. You know, they are confused right now. They are all confused. So let's speak out. I wish this is the best time, to be honest. This is the best time for those of you that supported Tinubu to start speaking. That is the best way to support people. Yes, that is the best way. I don't understand. This, let me tell you something that you don't understand. You supporting anybody is not the problem. It's your right. I'm not against that. But you calling out the person you are supporting if he's doing the wrong thing, that makes you a very good person and a transparent and fair person. Trust me. It's just like many of you on this platform, you like me, oh, Mr. Elvis, God bless you and all that. You know, I appreciate all of you. But the day I will start doing something wrong, you are not calling me out and you say you love me, that's not nice. So this is the best time with the excruciating situation in Nigeria for Tinubu supporters to start calling him out. Yes. But unfortunately, they are everywhere, still deceiving the people, you know, out there on social media. My people, yeah. You know, let's move on. I have a couple of articles to showcase for you guys today. You know, I already have some people on the backstage. Let me quickly bring you in, you know. But meanwhile, before I will take on these articles, I would like you all to watch this. What happened today in Lagos? This is pathetic, regardless of what. Regardless of what. I believe there should be other alternative than demolition houses like this. I'm not a supporter of it at all. At least government can maybe, okay, you've done something wrong, we fine you so amount and all that, or you need to buy the land again and all that. But just bringing down houses like this, this one can cause, it can cause madness. So you can just, somebody can just have heart attack on this. Watch this.
See how they demolish. Fine house. Yeah? See. Go over there. Lagos State, because all this one not good now. You can't information. No, even inform. Lagos State. Jesus. This is not fair, I swear to God. Then to the video. I don't want video because of this one a big road. Big road.
How do I even la say how long? Oh yeah, everybody the park everywhere.
Wow. This is sad. This is very sad. Mike Akinbari, thank you very much, sir, for the super chat. May God bless you. Thank you. This is very, very sad. I can't believe this. I can't believe this is happening. Anyway, let's move on. This is Nigeria. Anything is possible. Let me take some articles quickly so that we can start talking straight away. I appreciate every one of you right there. Please help us to share and like this broadcast. You know, you can see that one right there. Nigerian police bust baby factory in Abia State. Rescue 16 pregnant girls, 8 babies. Now, wow. People go... Operative of the Abia State Police Command have busted a baby factory in Aba and rescued 16 pregnant inmates. The police also rescued 8 infants who comprised of 5 males and 3 females during the operation on Thursday evening. So I'm going to leave that one right there in case you want to read more, but I don't like that. You know, baby factory. Not even know the year from my country, Nigeria. To be honest, not even know the year for that country. Baby factory. Hey, God. Maybe should we not blame government for that, or who do we blame for that? I want somebody to answer that later on. CBN sells record 1.3 trillion treasury bills to strengthen Naira. Mr. Jonathan, I beg, you can't take us through on this one. God. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has sold a record 1.3 trillion in treasury bills, specifically targeting overseas investors. The move aims to increase foreign exchange forex flowing into Nigeria, ultimately strengthening the Naira's value. So I'm going to leave that there. You all are seeing all the sources right there. That's the nation. You know, so let's move on. You know, bear with me, guys. Let me bring more to your screen. You know, we'll be there shortly. Okay, let me bring this in. Okay, guys, please, as I'm doing my part now, also try and do your own part. Do your part by pressing on the like button, press on the $sign, support what we're doing here. God bless you. Okay, you can see that one. U.S. offers support to Nigerians to rescue adopted puppies in Kaduna. Bono demand arrest of perpetrators. Hi, they donate food for us the other day. Now they're also helping us. You see, all this thing, not just saying na plan work. The same US way they offer support. So when I go say our election, you know, was rigged. We are not going to do anything about it. But once we are suffering, we are going to come like a helper. So now one help us. We don't understand. The United States government has condemned the abduction of scores of school children and women in Kaduna State, northern part of Nigeria. So I'm just leaving that there as well. Reading Nigerian news is becoming so pathetic. You know, this is very, very hard. I don't know. Guys, I think I need to go to a quick break. Yes, I need to go for a quick break. You know, please allow me to do this quickly. Before I come back, please help us to press on the like button. Help us to share. Let others know that we are right here. And let's do this together. Now, God bless my people. I'll see you guys shortly. Thank you.
No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? Yo! No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice or the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. media. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Better war. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. Better war to you. The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Mega watch media. Voice for the voiceless. Mega watch media. Voice for the voiceless. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. I don't want you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing. And we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. I don't want you.
All right. Thank you very much for your understanding right there. I appreciate you all. May God bless you all, my wonderful people. Okay, I would like to quickly appreciate Amazing Grace USA before I'll take this article right here. Amazing Grace USA, thank you very much for the super chat, madam. I appreciate you. Say thank you, Mr. Najawas, for all that you do. Our country, Nigeria, is not getting better, but getting worse. I would definitely need miracle to turn things around in Nigeria. We need miracle. I'm not sure miracle is what we need. I'm not sure miracle is what we need. It's just that Nigeria issue. Let me take this article first. Thank you very much, madam. I really do appreciate you. As you can see right there, Kaduna State government hires private negotiator to meet terrorists secure release of 287 puppies. If this is true, meeting private negotiators, why can't you meet that same private negotiators for us, at least to get hold of these people? If Nigeria matter don't tire me, man. Nigeria, to be honest, my people, when I talk on this platform, I'm not pretending. Nigeria issue is just stressing me. To be honest, Nigeria news is stressing me. It's just these people, they know our problem. They know what is going on. They are deliberately doing this to us. I'll just leave that article right there. Let me take out that one for you. Okay. You can see I have another one right there. The one that just happened today. Breaking. Terrorist strike in Sokoto abduct unspecified number of Sangawa students. Even the one we are talking about yesterday is not done yet. Another one happened. This is crazy. This incident came barely a day after the terrorists stormed a government school in Kaduna State and abducted over 270 puppies. Now, wait till I talk with that. I don't want to further with that. Let me move on. I have 2 more to go, guys. None of our mainstream articles now have anything to do with good news. All is sad news. Sad. Federal government still pays petrol subsidy complete removal with inflict pains on Nigerians. What are you talking about? Inflict pains on Nigerians. What are we facing right now? No, what are we facing right now? Hey, Nigeria is captured. Nigeria is captured. We're in big trouble. a big trouble. For those of us that live abroad, we should be grateful to God. That's why I'm not taking that as an advantage. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing to see how we can rescue the people back home. But that is not enough for us to forget the opportunity that God has given to us. I'm telling you. It is time to change from presidential to parliamentary system. Or now you can. Now you talk that one. Like I said, I don't really want to read more on this. I don't have strength to read anything today. All these children, they are kidnapping. It has become like a phone, like a computer game. It's disheartening, man. It's disheartening. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I appreciate you all. Please press on the like button. Help us to share. Let me just ask my people there. I'll pick calls after my panelists speak. Madam Nena, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. Please, I would like you to talk to us. Thank you. Madam Nena, are you there? Okay, looks like you're not there yet. Let me go to Madam Luke. Madam Luke, good evening. Good evening. Please, I'd like you to talk to us. We can't hear you, Madam Luke. I'm even hearing myself back. I'm hearing myself back. What's happening? I'm hearing myself back. Madam Luke and Madam Nena, you are not there. So we only have 2 people on the panel. You know, we don't have much people on the panel right now. So Madam Nena is not available. Madam Luke's network is not allowing. So I think I need to take calls rather. Let me take calls. You know. Okay, let's take calls. This is sad. Mr. Chukunoso,
Mr. Evans, you called me. Good afternoon. Did you call me?
I've been calling you since, madam. You didn't answer. But hold on, somebody's on the phone. Thank you. I'll come back to you. Thank you, Mr. Chukunoso, for calling in. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
I don't know, but I have many things I want to say today, but I don't know if you give me small time first of all to talk about the reason why.
Okay, just go ahead. You already wasted the time. Just go ahead.
Okay, why? Now on Wednesday, we are saying that I was saying that somebody asked a question: why are we expecting the North to start the protest? The real matter is that Mr. Elvis, people that actually stay in Nigeria that knows Nigeria very well will know that we are the southern people of this country. We are far lower citizens than the northerners. That's the truth. So you see, police officers in the south, they collect.
Mr. Evans, is there what's going on? I can't hear anything.
So it is a win-win for them at the detriment of the people. So it's not going to go away. Then for the bandits and terrorists themselves, I know it's...
Hold on, Chukunoso. Hold on. Can you hear me, Chukunoso?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Can anybody hear us?
Now we started hearing, but at some point it was very silent.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead, Chukunoso. Thank you. We lost audio for like 1 minute. I didn't know.
Okay. Maybe it's these satanic people now.
Yeah, I don't know what is happening now. Go ahead.
So they make money. So you understand. So the government and all that. So and it's not going to end. Then again, these terrorists, they have free workforce. Free workforce to recruit from. Why? Because of what? Poverty. So, and that is what Mr. Peter has keep saying. The only way is not only in Nigeria, it has happened in Brazil. So when you have this mass army of youths, illiterate, they don't have any skill, they don't have anything to do with their life, they don't even have a father, just litter, you understand? So these are marginal system. There's no way. We also have to, what about the porous border? We don't have border now in northern Nigeria. You see, this free movement of terrorists, free movement of weapons and what have you. So it's not going to end. So the government deliberately the federal and the state governments, it is a win-win for them. So it's not going to go away. Then I also want to talk about this, what is it called? This submission of this Professor Usman, the video you played. You see, that Professor Usman, I believe he's talking from both sides of his mouth. Unless they thought it was a PDP man, Tiku man, he is also an ethnic bigot. They will tell you that
none of them talk. They not talk during the time of Buhari.
That's it. They will say it's not by kinetic, it's not by gun or military. But when they want that same man, I've had him talk about IPOB and what have you. If he believes that one for somebody to exercise his inalienable right for self-determination, he believes that it is through military force to quench it. But when that comes to full-blown terrorism, he will tell you that it's not. Then talking about government cannot feed people. You don't need to. It's not. I know the man is coming from a Majiri. It's a Majiri mindset that the Fulani elites have created in the north, especially northwest, and even northeast, but especially northwest. So is that is his worldview, that is his perception. Government, you can't feed people. What you need to do is government empower our citizens. You understand? To be independent, to create livelihood for themselves, create the enabling environment for citizens to create livelihood for themselves. So everybody must go to university or even go to even from primary school. From primary school, you can go learn skill acquisition centers for citizens to create a living for themselves, not feed people. So that his mentality is really shameful. And if even a professor in medicine, for crying out loud, honestly, I've always disappointed in that man. So, but it's really unfortunate. So, Mr. F is really.
Thank you.
Our work. I've not even started because
thank you.
Mr. Please, I want to correct you on one ground. People
okay.
keep saying that this administration, they are confused. Please, I beg to differ. The Tinubu administration, they are not confused. The agenda they have, they are implementing it. The agenda is to come and capture Nigeria like Lagos. They are doing it already now. Then
so you think what they are doing is deliberate, right?
They are not confused. Economic-wise, Tinubu said we will shrink the economy. We will reduce the purchasing power of the people. That is what he said it during the last year campaign. Now we thought he was gaffing. We thought he was making blunder. But in the man,
I think I need to look for that speech again. I'll look for it again.
Look for the video, please. Look for the video, Mr. Evans. So Remi Tinubu, Sheyi Tinubu, I call them the presidents and the vice presidents of the cabal. They are not confused, Mr. Evans. They know what they are doing. It's to loot. It's to capture. So that's what they are doing. So they are only implementing it step by step. So please, let's stop saying that they are confused. They know. Tinubu, that woman said it now. Ajia, what is her name? Ajia that rooted for Atiku. He said it. He said when he was talking with Tinubu, and he asked him, what plans do you have for the north, for us up there in the north? He said, I don't have any plan for you. The woman said it. Go to the election now. So they are not confused. Their own is carve out, capture.
Guys, please hold on. Love of God is my strength. Can you hear me, madam? Good evening to you.
I think there was no audio. It stopped for some time. So I said, let me wait. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Let me just off it.
I don't know why. I don't know what is happening today. Huh?
Yeah, just off. Just went off. So I said, let me wait till everything is it out.
But okay, can anybody hear us now? What's happening?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. They said they can hear us now. Yeah, go ahead, madam.
Okay, cool. Can I go ahead? Thank
yes.
you. Good evening, everyone on the comment section, our panelists. Please, panelists, well, we need you people more on weekend, please. Because most of the Saturdays, we don't see people, they don't really come. Please, we need you. Come and join Mr. Niger Worship, please. He's always here. So, Mommy, that's what I want to say. Hello, happy weekend to you, and God be with you, ma. We love you. Thank you. Yeah, let me start. I want to start from this doctor from the north. You know, I don't know people's name like that, but you know the one that was interviewed on Channel TV now. I just noticed something that since Tinubu as the president. I see this man coming out a lot and talking about problem. I want to ask, where was he when Buhari was in office? We didn't see him come outside at all. It's now that another region is in Asu Rock. He's always been sent out to complain. This is not right. It's not right. This is one country. We don't have they not separate from every other part of Nigeria. When Buhari was there, we didn't see anybody come outside to make any complaint. Every time he's being paid out to come and speak on Tulumbu government, and also yes, we know that Tulumbu government is not good, but we need them when Buhari was there to speak, not only now. So I can see a kind of bigotry attitude. Whatever that man is saying, I'm not interested in it because it's not really genuine. That's on one side. Then I quickly go to Nigerians. Yes, there's one thing I've come to change my mind about. You see, when I want to speak about Nigeria youth, I want to give respect to Nigeria youth who went out, during the election, and they got their voters card. They did everything. Some of them paid money, did t-shirts, and did 1 million man march. They did everything. I want to salute all of you. For us to be in this condition, you people, and you did your own part. You work hard, but we were disappointed because of the system of the country, because of the system of the world. We couldn't get our man to be in Asu Rock. I salute all of you. But I just want to ask one more question. Please, what is happening? Are we going to be looking like this? Did you hear Jennifer Rotimi what he said? He said it depends on Nigeria. It depends on Nigeria. There's nobody that can do this thing apart from us. We cannot be too silent. The silence is really taking. It's too much. Please, our youth, I know you people have done a lot. And I always salute and I say thank you to all of you.
Thank you.
I see the way you talk on us. But please, we need you people to do something. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. Thank you, Mr. Najawo.
Thank you, man. God bless you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, let me come to the panel now. I don't know what's happening. These guys, upon all that we are facing in Nigeria right now, when we get in this kind of attack, then I'm beginning to ask myself, why? Why? Anyway, let's move on. Thank you very much, my people. Madam Nena, are you available to speak now?
Yeah, Mr. Evans, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Thank you, man. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good afternoon, good evening, everybody on the panel, everybody on the comment section. Happy weekend to everybody, and thank you so much, Mami Diaspora. God bless you, Mr. Evans. Yeah, I didn't really see most of the video. I don't know how many videos you played today. I didn't really see much of them. But I just felt like you needed to just be on the panel today.
Yeah, the video is, if in case you didn't watch it, just focus on what is on the screen, because you remember we reported over 280 something or something. Yes. Kidnapped yesterday. Now today happens again. Another one, entire student kidnapped today in Sokoto. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. On that, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I was not on the panel, but I think overheard when I watched a little bit of it when this guy, the one they said is the Speaker of the House of the Senate, Akpabio, that was saying that terrorism has reduced drastically in Nigeria. And when I heard that, and with all these things that is happening, it makes one to really understand how emotionally, mentally, and otherwise detached that these people are, or how far that's like the gap between them and the Nigerian masses, such that they will just come on air and they will open their mouth and say whatever they need to say without minding or caring one bit as to what the ordinary people on the street are going through. When you see a situation, the kind of situation that Nigeria is in, with everything that happens every single day, there are, from my understanding, there are a lot of people that, like the university students, they say they were kidnapped before From my understanding, those people have not been found. A lot of people have been kidnapped and I mean, these are people that have made it in the news. There are so many that are happening that are not making it in the news. And then you see the number, the supposed number, third person in a country like Nigeria coming out to make such an insensitive, you know, careless conversation talk. It tells you one thing and one thing alone, that these people are so far away from whatever the Nigerian people are feeling. First of all, it's not like I told the line of thought of the person that said that these people are not confused. Mr. Elvis, these people are not confused. They are not confused. They are simply not interested. Because from the word go, the man called Tinubu was not interested in stealing the power to do anything for Nigeria. He just wants to add it as part of his ugly satanic resume of the things that he achieved in his lifetime. Because when this man was campaigning for the election, did he ever make any promise? Did he say anything? Did he ever get into any TV conversation or any interviews? Or no. Did he participate in any debates? Of course not. What this man said, that it is his turn. So to him, he has been doing things, maybe according to them, being the godfather, whatever he is, installing the people he's installing and everything. He said he's been doing all these things. He never asked for any position. He never asked for anything. That now it is his turn. He didn't want to ask because he's waiting for the time for him to come and collect. He doesn't want to be given. He wants to be the one that will collect. So that is exactly what this man have come to do. That is what he came here to do. He said he is going to continue from where Tinubu Buhari stopped. I see him as a promise keeper. He's keeping his promise. He's continuing. He did not say he's coming to change anything. He said he's continuing. And like the caller said, he said he's going to reduce the purchasing power of the people. And that is exactly what he's doing. Remember when this man went to Chatham House and they asked him questions they were asking him questions. Part of the question that I was thrown to him was question that has something that has to do with insecurity in Nigeria. Did you see him answer that question? Of course not. Who did he transfer? I remember the very well that the person that he transferred that question to that day that answered it, I think it's either El-Rufai or who, if I'm not mistaken. Because this man has absolutely nothing. Like, he's not confused. It's just the fact that it's not his plan. It's not part of his plan. It's not part of his agenda to come and do anything in Nigeria. What he wants to do is just for him to come and consolidate himself, just like he's been stealing all his life. This man is a man who knows nothing but criminality all his life. So, I mean, getting to the highest office in Nigeria is adding to his final resume before he finally departs this planet Earth. That is just what he wants to do. So it's not about being confused. It's about for him that, first of all, they don't have the willingness. It's not like the capability is not there. It is everything that, but they don't have the willingness. They don't have the intention. It doesn't even have the, that's not, I didn't want to use the word capability. He doesn't have the wherewithal. He doesn't want to know what it takes intellectually, whatever. He doesn't have what it takes to fix anything. So if anybody is expecting that anything is going to get better in this man, it's just a waste of time. Nothing. He has nothing to offer. He didn't promise he's going to offer anything. He said he's going to he changed that. He said he's going to turn the economy upside down. Was that not what the word he used? I remember very well. He used such that he's going to turn Nigeria economy upside down. That is exactly what he has done, and that's what he completes to do. So this man has no plans. He doesn't have anything to offer. And we ask ourselves, why is terrorism increasing? Have we forgotten so fast that the man who established Boko Haram is the supposed vice president of Nigeria? This is pure business. This is pure business. Do you expect him to go and pursue his own boys? Or was it not in our own full glare that this man visited Boko Haram camp, this Shetima guy? Was it not in our own full glare? So what are we talking about? So it's not about being confused. And now somebody is saying that they are going to meet the terrorists and negotiate with them. That means they know who the terrorists are and don't know where to find them. What are we even talking about? They know where these terrorists are. If you say you're going to negotiate, you cannot go negotiate with somebody that is in thin air, that commits a crime and disappears into thin air. For you to go and negotiate, that means you know where the person is. You know where to go and meet the person, sit on the round table and begin to talk with the person. They know who they are. So if they really want to do anything, what you need to do is to go after them and get them. But they don't want to get them because this is business for them. You need to understand that. That is business for them. That is what they do. These people don't give a damn. They don't care. They do not care. That is just the simple fact. And then I come into this the other topic I saw here. They are trying everything to cancel P2B. Yes, I watched that Aisha's video last night. I watched it here last night, and what I said because when I watched it, I made a comment on that Aisha. I said, look, that MC man, I believe that's where this topic is coming from. What happened at Herbert Wigwe's burial? That MC man, whatever he did there was not a mistake. It was not oversight. First of all, P2B was not sitting in the crowd. He was not sitting back. He was sitting right in front. Everybody saw him. The camera captured him. So that's whatever that man did was not an oversight by any means. It was intentional. And I am so happy. I was, in fact, I felt so excited that at an instant, people forgot that it was in a burial. And Nigerians, the same voice that they used to troop out en masse to vote for this man, that eventually his mandate was stolen, the same voice they use, very loud and clear, and say, no, not under our watch. Will this man sit down here? And you people will just ignore him. Recognizing all the criminals, recognizing Weekend, the rest of them, and you bully them. And you neglect, you want to tell me that you did not see that somebody like P2B was in the crowd? Are you kidding me? They are doing all these things to make P2B, but make it relevant. But unfortunately, P2B is a man. He's like a shining star. That man that cannot be ignored, that cannot be neglected anywhere. So anybody that tries to play games with P2B, except wherever they meet P2B and they are playing that game is a place where P2B is all alone. But as long as there are 2, 3, 4 Nigerians, well-meaning Nigerians in that crowd, you cannot just, P2B is not the carpet person you can just shove under the carpet. It's not possible. I said it before, that there's no election in Nigeria that has attracted the kind of thing that 2023 election attracted. The reason is because a man, a rare gem, a man who is not an ordinary person, took part in that election. He did not just take part in the election. He won the election and his mandate was stolen. So if they think that P2B is a man that they can just cancel, it is not happening. When you listen to that particular thing that happened in Herbert Wigwe's DC, first of all, for me, at one point I'm like, why all the recognition? This is a funeral. Why recognize? But at least when you started the recognition, there are people that need to be recognized. And you think that somebody you can ignore is somebody like P2B. And people screamed. Even when he was eventually called up, look at the upload. And all these people, those people in where they are, they be like, their mind. So this man is still, carries this kind of charisma wherever he goes. P2B is a shining star. So they cannot, whatever they try to do, they cannot. Look at the other day after speaking to the Niger State governor. This man stood in the full glow of everybody and called P2B my boss. Do you know what that means? My boss. And he made a comment. He said, people may not like you. That tells you what they have been discussing about P2B in their closet. He said, people may not like you. Maybe what he forgot to, maybe what he was trying to say, that even me, if I don't like you, but what you said is true. Take it or leave it. The man still stands tall amongst all of them. They cannot. When they call Wicked, did you hear anybody clap? When they called Dangote, did you hear anybody clap? But immediately P2B's name was mentioned. The whole church, even the woman that was sitting right beside P2B, I don't know the relationship with that person and the guy that Herbert Wigwe that died. See the way she turned, that was clapping right on P2B's face to tell you how excited they were that the man was mentioned. Are you kidding me? They cannot. They cannot. My people will say, God, P2B is a star. And stars cannot be covered. It's not possible. So it's unfortunate they do whatever they do. Like you said, Nigerian issue is just, it drives somebody, like it drives somebody crazy. It's so sad.
It's just so, it's too stressful.
But you can't even, sometimes you can't even begin to imagine. Let me just share something briefly. I was trying to get flight because I'm planning to go to Nigeria, right? I was trying to get a ticket that I've already gotten the one that will take me to Nigeria. Then the one that will take me to the east. So to try to buy the ticket. I got an agent that was trying to get the ticket. The person bought the ticket was trying to get the seat. They said they found the seat. Okay, for me to transfer the money. In the process of transferring money, there was a gap of about 15-20 minutes. And then the person responded to me that the ticket they found has increased by 5,000. I'm telling you, within a space of 15 minutes, an additional 5,000 has added to the money. I was able to pay, but the point is that how many people are able to do that? I said, when I was saying this, discussing it with my niece, he said, oh, auntie, you don't understand. If you go to market now to buy something, they tell you this, just grab it right away. Grab it right, because by the time you turn your back and come back, that thing has added like 1,000 or 2,000 on top of it. I asked myself, yes.
Please specify, was it 5,000 naira or $5,000?
No, 5,000 naira because he was actually a local flight that I was supposed to take from Lagos to Asaba.
Thank you.
Yes. No, I was supposed to take from Lagos to Asaba. Initially, when they got it, they said the price was one way to in this day, because in Nigeria you have to buy going and coming, right? So it was actually I think 115,000 naira, 115,000 naira. Just the moment for me to transfer the money, the guy said, "Oh, excuse me, ma, they changed my voice that the price have increased though. Within a space of 15 minutes, increased by, so now instead of 115, then it's added extra 5,000 on top of it." I'm like, really? Just within these few minutes. Immediately I said, I beg, just quickly get this, because if I wait the next 30 minutes, it's going to increase again. I'm like, why? Like, what exactly is going on? What exactly is happening? Are you not
you won't even see it.
That is the problem. That is the problem. I was actually trying to get the seat for we are two, because I'm supposed to be traveling with a relative in Nigeria. We meet in Lagos, and then we'll travel together. They were telling me that it's only one seat. Then after I said, no, I have to 2 seats because I cannot travel alone. I should travel alone. Then it's okay, if you're going to travel together, then it's going to be extra 31,000. I'm like, really? Look, Nigerian situation is just, it's so frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. Like, the more you listen to the things that happen in Nigeria, the more you hear things, the more you, oh my God. It's just ridiculous. Like, it's just ridiculous. I ask, how do people survive? And these people are just busy, opening their mouths and saying some nonsense and acting like they don't care. Like, it's just very frustrating. Like, all around frustration is what is going on in Nigeria. All around frustration. All this kidnapping and everything. Have you heard this apparition in Asuro say anything about it? Have you heard him open his mouth to say anything about, I remember during the Chibok girls, he was among the people that carried placard with his bended leg, protesting against Goodluck Jonathan. Look at the number of kidnapping that has happened in his few months. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. Oh, I've not heard his voice. If anyone has heard his voice, people tell me. I've not heard this man's voice. I've not. It's so disheartening. Little children will go to school. And I ask myself, how does this even happen? 280 something in broad daylight. How do they even do it? Do they use net to catch them like fish? How? Like, how does it even happen? One human being character that makes no sense will be working with more than 10 policemen and army men in the name of minister or whatever they are. Yes. Look at what is happening in our schools. And I was seeing even the premises of the school in question. And I asked myself, is this a school? Is this a school? Is this where children have to go and sit and study? Is this a school? I look at it. I remember my days in youth service, and when I went to my youth service in Kasana State in Dusima. If you see like a day like them, I wouldn't even step an inch. I'm going to, because the place they called the orientation NYSC camp, there was just one open, dirty, one shanty place like that. All they did was just to put mattresses. If it were like a day like a time like today, they would just come there and capture all of us, because there's no security, nothing, everything just one secondary school in one Dusima secondary. Anybody that knows Castor State area inside Dusima, that was where I did my youth service. That was where I did my orientation anyway, because after orientation, I was able to find myself and relocate to Lagos and complete my youth service in Lagos. But the point is that the country has turned to, I don't even, like, oh my God, Nigeria's situation is so frustrating. It's so sad. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know. Sometimes I think one gets so depressed about everything that's going on in that country. So sad. And this one is talking, making it look as if it's all about religion. Talk about releasing discipline. It's not about whether you people are fasting or not fasting. It has nothing to do with religion. It Just the fact that people have been kidnapped, for crying out loud. Don't make it look as if it's all about, that is the problem where we are. Making it look as if it's all about religion. Because you're fasting, because it's Ramadan period. Who cares? Who cares about, get this? Honestly, Mr. Elvis, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm just.
Thank you. Thank you, ma. I understand. That is the situation. Thank you very much, Madam Nena, for that wonderful submission. I'd like to hear from Madam Luke. Madam Luke, I can see you were struggling with your network earlier on. I guess you are better now. Good evening to you, ma. Please talk to us.
Oh, I had to change device.
Okay, you are better now anyway. Thank you.
Oh, good. All right. Yeah, so, Mommy Diaspora, I greet you, members of the comment section, the callers, the viewers at large, and of course, my co-panelists. I greet you all. It's another wonderful day. You know, Mr. Avis, sometimes we have to take care of our mental health. And I don't know how you do this, and I must praise you. It's a lot of sacrifice to come out every day, even for me to just participate for the 5 hours. Before I come on, I'm already depressed because most of the things you probably showcase, we've probably already seen it earlier in the day. And then as soon as we hang up, after our therapy session, we go back to another state of depression because it's like nothing, and nothing. But anyway, you started with your SOA TV. There's always lamentations going on there. The people that are supporting Tinubu want them to continue, want Tinubu to continue, just as a payback for those who supported him. And Mr. Niger Watch was asking that why are the people who supported Tinubu not coming out to castigate him? Of course they're coming out to castigate him. All the videos we've been watching and they've been swearing for him and they've been, you know, regretting and everything. That's part of the protest and they don't like what is going on. Even though some people said give him time, some are still hoping that he will change and all that good stuff. But we all know that, as the cleric said, it's all about moral and ethical decadence. And the only thing that can save Nigeria is a revolution, is a moral and ethical revolution. And that will go, I will tie it into what Mr. Dele Faroti, I can't believe that man is 56. He looks like he's almost 65. To tell you the way Nigeria has just rubbished somebody. I mean, I'm not saying he looks bad, but I mean, the way you can tell the pressure of Nigeria on his shoulders, that he doesn't really see any joy in living. He looks so stressed. I would tie it into what he said. He said the beneficiaries of the election heist cannot reform Nigeria. As long as you cannot deal with the failed institutions all the way from Buhari's time. He also said that Tinubu was the chief marketeer of Buhari. So why is he complaining? It is what he sold us. So what did he think was going to change? So he just said that you can. He complained to he prided himself to have built Lagos, and Mr. Dilo Farrow to me just threw all that in the trash and said, "You built Lagos, yet you don't have one standard healthcare. Even the blue rail, red rail." He says, "How much of it is the national, the federal government's money that is built from state money, and even then, after how many years?" So you see, it's just depressing because they have weaponized ignorance and poverty. As a result of that, the people can't think and can't speak truth to power anymore. And he said that this decay cuts across all strata of the nation. He said we are all complicit because in benefiting from the heist, especially with INEC and all the failed institutions around the country, the military, the police, all that, there is not going to be, and there's not going to be any progress. There's not going to be any, not even a step in the right direction. So he says he fears that Nigeria is going to go into an implosion and a cataclysmic situation. And everything that we have to do to save Nigeria has to come with the individual. He says this is going to be an individual commitment, an individual move to salvage Nigeria. It must start with one person. Only then can we form groups, and that we can say no to tribalism and say no to religion, religious bigotry. Only then can we stand as one, but it has to start from the individual, and I agree. But when you have people come up here and telling us that that's how it is, and that is how it was, and that's how it's going to be, so you don't expect us to have any headway. So so moving on, Peter Obi, Mr. Peter Obi, being sidelined, according to Aisha Yusuf. That's not today now. That has been going on, and they will always try that, even when it means, even in the means of death, when you are mourning people, they will do that. So that's not anything new. But he would always handle himself well, and that's one thing I love about him. He always handles himself well. He's the same today. I mean, he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's the same. So he handled it well, and unfortunately, it was a situation where he was the only one that really got the standing ovation, even if it was in the midst of a funeral, even if it was in a sad under sad circumstances. Yes, there's hunger in the land, and Mr. Yusuf has told us again. I don't know why he keeps telling us about hunger. Why doesn't he criticize the government? Why doesn't he criticize the banditry going on in the north? My question is that when there's banditry and there's hunger, he said they should buy food and flood the market. Is it only about stomach infrastructure? Has he ever thought about spiritual redemption? Nigeria is spiritually malnourished, especially in the north. They lack spirituality, and that is why even in the midst of plenty, they're still lazy. They don't want to go to farm, and the ones that want to go to farm, the others will discourage them from going, or they will discourage them from going to school. So why doesn't he address that? We know the Oronsaye report is dead on arrival because the people who are supposed to implement the Oronsaye report, they have expended a lot of money in a humongous cost of governance. So no, Mr. Yusuf, flooding the market with food is not the issue. Tell your governors to invest in agriculture. Tell them to go back to farms. Tell them to provide security, so that people can go to farms and produce for the nation. Whatever food is coming from the north can serve the whole country and more. So it's not a matter of going to buy food and flood the markets. Okay, if that's that easy, then tell your governors to do that. They have money, they have emergency funds or whatever, state allocation. They can buy food and flood the markets if it's that easy. So Niger Watch is calling on Tinubu supporters, you said so, and then the demolishing of houses in Lagos. I don't really know where that is going, but I think they just want to develop that and give it to somebody else, like the Chinese, to develop that part of the country. And I think that's what it is, because it doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
And their bad baby factories, that's been going on for the longest time. That's a separate part of the country that a different kind of kidnapping is going on. That has been going on for years, where people sell babies, impregnate indigent females, lock them up for like months. After they give birth, they give them some money and then they sell their babies. That's been going on for over 40 years. Even some part of the West and some part of the East. That is what some of them do. And then I will allow Mr. Jonathan to address this 1.3 trillion in treasury bills, because I know they're going to use to attract Forex, but my dear, I don't know how that would help the economy, if at all. So I will not say I'm an expert in that, and I will let Mr. Jonathan handle that. And then finally, the U.S. is offering support to rescue kidnapped children. You see this kidnapping thing? Like Miss Nena said, it's all Bajwe. It's all Bajwe. When these children, these are not goats. Is it like the people in the north so like this education that all these children are going to school? Look at the environment they are going to school. Who goes to those kind of places? Are those really schools? And all of a sudden, within 24 hours, they're trying to negotiate. So you see the graduate going on here. Like I said, is it not in a foreign country when you say that people they kidnap their children? Well, we have names, we will have faces, we will have IDs. Only in Nigeria can you carry people like cattle and they vanish into the thin air. They didn't go on trucks, they didn't go in through train, they didn't go by air, and now within 24 hours you're negotiating. Does that make sense? It does not make sense. And I've said it many times. This is an orchestrated attempt to extort money amongst themselves and share it. It is all a hoax. Let them come to the south, go and raid a school and carry only 5 children and see what will happen there. This is always happening in those northern places, borderline, Niger, Chad, and all those crazy places. So it doesn't make
no,
sense.
but madam, look, I'm sorry to come in, but if we have to go back to history, the Northerners have ruled Nigeria more than every other person in Nigeria. So how come they are not be able to provide for their people, protect their people till date?
Because it's a hoax. They use it to get money. It's a hoax. It's all a hoax. That is why even that Boko Haram one, that Chibok one, that was when the thing started. How can you carry 200 children? No name, no parents. Listen, if I was one of those parents, I would be sleeping in Aso Rock till they find my child. But after they come out and scream that the children are missing, everybody goes back to go and rest. How can you carry a child for 9 months or 10 months? Your child disappears. And the 200 parents are not in Aso Rock. Does it make sense to you? It doesn't make any sense. It's all a hoax. It's all a huge hoax. And now the US is coming. And if you look now, there's no US coming to help. One that on propaganda. The lies that they tell to give legitimacy to whatever they are doing. And then when they come now and offer, give them funds and everything, they will pocket it, including the ransom. Does the US negotiate with terrorists? So how are they coming to help? Is it by negotiation? So how are they coming to help? So these are just Bajua headlines and just lies. Because even the US, they do not negotiate with terrorists. And even if they do, you will know that it is on an equal footing. You give me my prisoners, I give you your prisoners. I mean, it's a highly orchestrated intelligent maneuver. But who's coming to help an illegitimate government to free faceless citizens and children? Mr. Niger Watch, it doesn't make sense. And then the last person that your Yeneka or Nayeka that says to go back to parliamentary rule. Oh, we have first a lot of solutions. We want to go back to monarchy. We want to go back to regional government. We want to go back to this. Who will implement it? Are you trying to tell me the beneficiaries of this illegitimate government will do anything that will take bread from their mouth? Of course, subsidy is back. And this one is telling us that it was half subsidy and not full subsidy. Because if they take away the subsidy fully, Nigerians will crash. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine what these people are doing to Nigerians? Like Mr. Naja Watch, I want to congratulate you. I give you power. I don't know how you sleep at night with all this. I mean, after doing it for 2 months, I had to take a break because every day I woke up miserable and every day I went to bed miserable. So my mental health was practically suffering, and I know that is what the ritualists want. So no, but we have to take a break, come back and be renewed so we can continue this fight. However it's going to go, I don't know, but it's not looking good and it's very depressing. So whatever we can do to keep going is what we can do. But like Mr. Dele Faro to me said, it is going to be an individual commitment. But how do you motivate an individual in Nigeria to be committed to rescuing Nigeria when all they know is criminality, poverty, illiteracy? How is that going to happen? Please, let's keep talking. I yield. If anybody has any, we just keep searching, but we don't see any end in sight. Thank you, my people.
Thank you very much, Madam Luke. Thanks for that wonderful submission. God bless you, man. Yes, it's not easy for me. It's not easy. It's just that people like you and many others on this platform are the one encouraging me to keep that consistency. It's not what I would like to do if the encouragement is not there. To be honest, coming out every day here, it's not easy. It cannot be easy for anybody, so we should understand that. So I really understand where you're coming from. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. The headache alone, the stress, everything, and the time doing your research, putting all these things together and reading and all that, and all you read is headache.
And then you're doing it in multiple platforms. My God.
Yeah, it's crazy. Thank you very much. Thank you, God's Power, for calling in. Please talk to us, sir. Thank you. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening. I want to say thank you so much for everything you've been doing, Mommy Diaspora, the commenters, the panelists, and every family of Nigeria Watch. I say may God continue to strengthen us and bless us. Mr. Evans, it's so pathetic that what we are actually seeing in Nigeria, we are just praying that it will not be more than this, but they are letting us to know that this is just the beginning. I think if you can remember, when a man doesn't have anything to offer, like they said, when the purpose of thing is not being known, abuse is inevitable. When we are saying this thing during the time of this satanic campaign, a lot of people are being bigoted, a lot of people are being tribalistic, and so on and so forth. If you can remember the manifesto that these satanic people in power sell to Nigerians, it's like an adage which they don't know. First of all, they said it's going to continue the legacy that he inherited from his cohort, which is Buhari, and we are seeing it. And secondly, his vice, which is Chetima, said he's going to take over the security aspect of it. We all see it. And he also said, he said he's going to control the economy and make it to be boost for the foreign investor and all everything. We are seeing it. He's boosting the economy. I mean, it's such a shameful thing. And their business of terrorism and kidnapping is what it was telling the Nigerian people, ironically. But a lot of people, turned at the deaf ear to what these people are saying. But unfortunately now, it's not being obvious. And to be honest, you see, this is just a business, honestly, that they've decided to be using their own citizen. I've never seen a country whereby the leader will be using their citizens to do a kind of, traumatized business in the sake of making money from every angle. It's a very shameful thing that we don't have a leader in that country since the beginning of our independence. A lot of country has not even up to the year that Nigeria has clocked as a independent country, but they've moved behind us. They've passed behind us. It's such a shame. And see the economy, like he said, is going to fix it, has totally crumbled. It's, in fact, like they always said, there's no day we can just wake up today and say, okay, we are having revived hope. We are having a kind of belief that this country will be fixed. If these satanic people are still in power, I'm telling you, Mr. Ellis, we are praying. We are just praying, but the way he is right now, like you said, when you receive one of the corner, it's not about prayer, it's about taking action. Because to be honest, if these satanic people remain in power in a year, 2 years, in fact, I don't want to say negative. We all know that what's going to be happening. We know. I just pray that we Nigerians, I'm not excluding myself, everybody, we have to do what? And do the needful. If not, there will be no country called Nigeria. Thank you for all we do.
Thank you.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, let me come back.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes,
do you
ma'am.
remember that statement from Miss Patience Jonathan? Now only you waka come.
Exactly.
Do you know what? Say you know what that means? It meant where are the teachers? Where are the parents? Where
exactly. Yes. I remember that.
So he said that only you were waka come? Where are the teachers? Where are the parents? Where is everybody? So you see, this hoax has been going on for a long time. These people will bring their children from the Sahel, wrap them around Rapa, pretend that they're Nigerians, take them back. And then, you see, this hoax has been going on for so long. Sorry about that.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Luke. Let's hear from Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan Kisley, please talk to us. Good evening to you. Oh, your audio again. We can't hear anything. We can't hear anything at all. You know, this is not working. Fortunately, you know, and you are the last person on the panel that's supposed to speak. So if it will get to your turn today, it's only God, because I would love to end this show very early today. You know, Mr. Jonathan, we still can't hear anything. Do something about it now. We can't hear anything from you at all. Fortunately, this happens every day. Okay, guys, help us to press on the like button. Thank you very much, my people right there. I'd like to appreciate Madam Bella Naomi. Thank you very much, ma, for the super chat. I really do appreciate you. Thanks for your support always. Thank you very much, everybody right there. And Amazing Grace USA once more. Thank you very much. Mike Akembari, love God is my strength. And Osagbo Okwara, and God bless you, my people. Guys, for those of you that are just coming in right now, please help us to press on the like button and help us to share. Let's see if I can hear from
Mr. Elvis. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. You try to be testing your audio first. Now you all did there for like 10 hours first before
Sorry about that.
Later say your audio is not good. Go ahead, sir.
Sorry about that. Greetings to you and greetings to all the panelists. I greet all the ladies in the house. Greetings to you and those on the comment section. I welcome you all. Thanks. You know, you said something, Mr. Elvis, so funny though in your presentation. You said the kidnapping in Nigeria is like a video game. Yes, I think the tech people should do a video game on that one. You know, it's like the kidnapping in Nigeria is not like, you know, it will be so interesting to see it. You know,
because it's crazy now.
Normally
it's a reality, but it looks like a game.
Yeah, it's a game. It's a game. The ladies in the house, Madam Nena, Madam Look, they've stated it all. That's what it is. It's a game. You know, the idea that you will line up 287 children, you know, and walk them, you know, through the forest or a bush somewhere, it will take hours, and then there is no police, nothing. I listened to that school teacher, you know, one of the school teachers speaking in Hausa, and it's a school, they said is the assistant principal. He can't speak in English, or he was speaking in Hausa language, but maybe he was speaking to Hausa media there, whatever. But in that interview, he said he went to the town, he rushed to the town, and then by the time he got back, the children are nowhere to be found. What happened during that period? No police, no nothing. It's very clear. We know that this thing is all a game. Let's just call it what it is. It's a game. It's another way for them to get money out. And within 24, 48 hours, they use a private investigator. Are you kidding me now? You think people are stupid there? They use a private, because they have successfully sold the idea to us that the military is overwhelmed. The Nigerian police and the military, they are all overwhelmed. That's another story. You know, that they successfully, you know, sold that to Nigerians, and we have bought it. Because other than that, I don't know what is the role of the police here. You don't leave the military alone. Just put them where they should be, in the barracks. The police alone, this is for them to handle. You will pursue them. There is this program they do in US. There's this reality TV show. They will say the first 48 hours. They call it the first 48 hours. That if they cannot get to the root of the crime within 48 hours, then the chances of actually unraveling the case becomes more difficult. The first 48 hours, that you will comb the bush, the Nigerian police in 2024, 21st century, where you can devise every means. And then 48 hours thereabout later, they said they use a private investigator. They think people are just stupid in this country called Nigeria. And they call them bandits. That's another. When I hear that word, even look at that prince, that guy speaking in that interview. He used the word bandit several times. I was waiting to. What is bandits? These are terrorists. These are kidnappers. He calls them bandits. And before you say anything now, in a few months now, they will say they have repented. They are repentant bandits, repentant Boko Haram, and then they will not place them in the Nigerian police, the Nigerian army. This is where Nigeria is. It's not a country. It's just a jungle. Coming out saying that a private investigator is not an indication of a serious government that is ready to protect and defend the citizenry. It's not at all. These are all criminal activities going on. The governor of a state just he needs money and he wants to get money. He needs $5 billion somewhere. He just arrange for children to be kidnapped. We don't have media to add on top of it. No media. When such a thing happens, we're talking of children here. We're talking of kids here, where the Nigerian media with their cameras and everything will have descended on that village. All of them 24/7. That's what they will be showing 24/7. All of them will have descended on that village. By now, they will be speaking to parents live. Parents of those children that are kidnapped. The names of those people will have been on TV. We'll be seeing their names of children that were kidnapped. The Nigerian media is they'll just sit down there inside one room called studio, calling people, interviewing people. These are just they just turn the country to I don't just know. Kidnapping children for crying out loud. These are not adults. The whole Nigerian media will have descended on that village that the whole world will be watching. But as people say, they've seen us finish. They've seen us finish. I want to talk on Daily Farotimi, what he said, with respect to Lagos. Some people in Nigeria, they still he touched one area there when he was talking about Lagos, because this lie that they've sold to us that Tinubu built Lagos Tinubu was the one that transformed Lagos.
Mr. Jonathan, there are so many noise on your background, sir.
Oh, okay.
It's distracting.
Is it better now, Mr. Elvis?
It's okay. Let's manage.
Is it better? Is my background better now?
Okay, it's good. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Mr. Farotimi talking with respect to Lagos and the lies that they've sold to people who wants to buy it. They bought it. People who they sold it to them. That dummy that Tinubu built Lagos. Those that are still selling those lies, it baffles me so much. The idea that Tinubu built Lagos.
Your audio is going off and on, sir. Off and on. Just remove that thing and talk normally now.
Okay, hold on.
We can't hear you anymore at all. Oh, every day we have to pass through this. But let me hear from somebody else. Mr. Jonathan, take your time to sort your audio.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Okay, you are good now. But can you do this every day? Just make it come like this. What you are using is distracting the media sometimes.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Go ahead, sir. Thank you.
On that. Thank you. I was talking on Farotimi and that the idea that Tinubu built Lagos. That Lagos, even I saw one of the comments, on the comment section earlier today. Somebody saying that Lagos is still the best city, one of the best cities in Nigeria and in Africa. I was shocked. When you, perhaps the person probably didn't listen to Dele Farotimi, or the person has no clue that Lagos is one of the best cities in Africa. When you hear things like that, you will be left with no other option but to challenge their thought process. You just have to challenge their thought process. Because what are those indices, those factors that you apply to determine the quality or standard of a state or a country? What are those, indices? Education is one of them. Healthcare is one of them. Housing, infrastructure, like electricity, like clean water, like roads, good roads, amongst others. These are the factors. Simple things you use, elementary things you use to determine the quality or the standard of a state. So if your thought process is normal, if your thought process is okay at all and is normal, please take one of these indices factors, place Lagos on a scale of 1 to 10, the 10 being the highest, and come back and tell me, as a reasonable person with a reasonable mind, that Lagos is one of the top cities in Nigeria or even in Africa. Just use those indices and place Lagos where, in a scale of 1 to 10. In education, where is Lagos? Between 1 to 10. In healthcare, where is Lagos? Between 1 to 10. In infrastructure, where is Lagos? From 1 to 10. Water, roads, please do that. It's a simple task that you can complete in a matter of 1 minute. And then now come back again and tell us where Lagos is. Then we'll know your state of mind. We can know your thought process, whether it is normal, whether it is faulty. Please stop selling this stupid idea. And even the media, they still sit down, they can't do this simple process. Where is Lagos in all of this? None of them. Can Mr. Tinubu attend any medical hospital in Lagos? Can Mr. Tinubu send any of his grandchildren to the public school in Lagos? To any public school in Lagos? And you said he built Lagos. Please stop this nonsense. And on the issue you talked about, this the CBN, when this 1.3 trillion naira on the treasury, they raised another 1.3 trillion naira. See, Nigeria, the bottom line is this: they know it. They can continue to lie all they like, and I'll give it to them. They are professional people. I have to respect their professional background, their educational background. I have to respect that to some extent. In fact, to a large extent. But they are not applying it because they are sycophants. They are just sycophants. These people they call the economy team. You know it. If you like, go and raise 100 trillion. Again, 100 trillion. The Nigerian space today. Nigeria is going nowhere. It's for the fact that Nigeria is not a productive country. It's as simple as that. Nigeria is not producing. So if you like, raise 100 trillion naira. This 1.3 trillion that they raise is treasury bills, and that means it's a short-term loan. Treasury bills are short-term loan between 3 months to 1 month maximum. 3 months to 1 month. And what does that tell you? So that simply tells you that anybody, whether it's a corporation or a country, a sovereign, that is going for treasury bill means that they need the cash so badly. That's what economy student 101 they will tell you in economy. You need the money so badly, so you will not go for bond, you will go for treasury bills, which means that you need the money so badly. And why are they coming for that in Nigeria? Because of the 21.5% interest. Because of the 21.5% interest. So here is the crooked part of it. You raise 1.3 trillion. But Nigeria, by that singular act alone,
Nigeria is now in a hook of 279 billion naira in the next 120 to 180 days. They have to pay it to the people that brought the treasury bill of 1.3 trillion is not free. 21.5% interest rate is attached to it. So Nigeria has to pay. That portion, they will not say it out. Nigeria will now have to pay $279.9 billion. That's 21%, 21.5% of 1.3 trillion. You have to pay it to those people. And these are the people that looted Nigerian money. They are bringing the money back to get free cash in 180 days. And they will take their money back again. It only works for countries that are productive. So you will take the 1.3 trillion and put it into productive activities that will generate more than the 279 billion that you are going to pay. So can somebody tell me now what productive activities Nigerians will inject that money to that will give Nigeria 300 billion naira? So that when Nigeria pay the 279, Nigeria will still be positive. Of course not. There is none. So they took the 1.3 trillion and they are going to spend it. What they are running for or running away from is printing money. They don't want to print again because they've seen the devastation. They don't want to go through that route. So they are looking for the naira, not only dollars. They are looking for the naira as so desperately. If there's any other word that I can use, I can find a diction to more than desperate. They are more than desperate for the naira as much as they are for the dollar. So they need the naira so badly. So that's why they increased the interest rate to 21.5%. It's very attractive. It's very, very attractive. But it is their own money. Remember, please don't be fooled. That 1.3 trillion is the money that they have stolen from the economy, from the Nigerian system. Those money that they stack inside houses, inside the soccer way. They brought it out now, put it there so that they can collect 279 billion in 180 days. And Nigeria will pay them that money. So that instead of them printing, they will quickly use this 1.3 trillion to fix some few things, meet up with some obligations. That's what they are doing. So what that tells me, and any right-thinking person, is that, in fact, see, 2025, let's leave 2024, we are still in the second quarter of 2024. With this trajectory, 2024 will be a child's play compared to 2025. Because this treasury bills is going to mature. It's going to mature towards the end of the last quarter of 2024. And they have to look for that money again. They will look for that 279 billion. And they probably will still have to get more before the end of 2024. So by the end of 2024, Nigeria will be looking close to have a billion naira to pay these people, these people. So where will the money come from? Please tell me. With all the other obligations of the federal government. So where will it come from? So the table is being set now. So they are setting the table for 2025. So if you have any idea, a little bit idea of how economy works, you can now see how 2025 is going to be. So they are setting 2025 up so we can see. But towards the end of the third quarter of 2024, one can begin to say 2025, but they are setting it up already with this, with what they are doing now. So that's what this is all about. It tells us that they need naira so badly, they need dollars so badly, they want to avoid printing money. So you have to give people that. Everybody, everyone will do it. I don't, if you have naira today, or you have dollars today, wherever you are. I think I mentioned this yesterday. It's very, very important. It's an important piece of information. If you have naira, if you have dollar there or pounds, you have your money there, you want to bring it to Nigeria, you don't have the intention of taking it back. You don't have. Please note, this naira, I will convert it to naira, but I don't have the intention of bringing it back or converting it back. Then what they are doing now, you also can take a piece of the cake. I will do the same. In fact, I'm on the verge of doing the same. Yes, do the same, because you will go there, you will collect this their 21.5%, which is good. It is a decent, it's very attractive, very, very attractive, tempting. You will get their 22.5% because they are desperate, they need money. So I will go and give them, but I don't have the intention of bringing the money back, because if you have the intention of bringing the money back, you don't enter one chance, because by the time you are converting it back to pounds, by the time you are converting it back to dollar, God help you if at that time pounds is not already at 3,000 or 4,000. So you will just find out that that money that you want to convert back will not even be up to what you brought in the first place. But if it is the money that you know is going to stay in Nigeria, you want to use it in Nigeria, you have a free 21.5% to collect now. It's free. It's just go and take it. That's how desperate they are in Nigeria. It's pure business. If you have the money, that's fine. Go and take it. You have nothing to lose. So that is what is going on in Nigeria, right now. So, Mr. Elvis, it's so unfortunate, this adoption that is going on in Nigeria now. The kidnapping, the terrorism that is going on in Nigeria now is nothing. Madam Luke, we call it a hoax. Yes, it is. That is what it is in Nigeria today. There's no any other way you want to spin it. The banditry that is going on now, and what they have sold to us, that the army is overwhelmed. And we bought it. Nigeria bought into that lie. Nigeria bought into that lie. 287 children kidnapped in a country that has army, has police. 287 children kidnapped. It's just pathetic. It's just so pathetic to say the least. So I will leave it at that for now, Mr. Elvis. Again, I want to say this again. The people we have there all over the place, we just have psychopaths, because that's what it takes. See, these people, they are heartless. So they are very, very heartless, and they are very, very wicked. Very heartless and very wicked. See what they've just done now. Within 72 hours, they said they negotiated through a private investigator. See how heartless and how wicked these people are. Come and tell us, how much did that private investigator collect? How much? At what cost? And this private investigator, which means that he has access to these kidnappers, these terrorists, one-on-one, face-to-face, he went in to negotiate with them. And we have a state. We call it a state, a nation state. This is what happens in cartels, in oil cartels. That's how they deal, how they transact business. Now you are transacting, you are doing Nigerian business as a criminal cartel, as a drug cartel. In fact, it's so sad. It's so sad. I was almost sold. Anyways, I must tell you, I was almost sold when I saw one of the women, one of the mothers crying. I look at her intently. I look at that video closely. I want to see, is this a genuine cry? Is it a woman that is looking for her son or her daughter? And almost sold when I look at that woman. That woman was crying, calling for help for her son or her daughter. So sometimes you are in the middle of this. You don't even know where to go. Is this real? Is this fake? But when you look at Nigeria overall, you know that the criminals, the crooks that are running the affairs of that nation, they care less. They don't give a damn. It's all about them. It's all about the money they want to make out of this. One or two or few families might got trapped into this. that they are genuine, they are real. They might got trapped, but the fact still remains. This is all a crooked activity, a criminal activities that is going on within the government of a country. Mr. Elvis, I will leave it at that for now. I really appreciate the opportunity and patience that you have given
Thank
me.
you.
Thanks to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. That was your fourth time of saying you will leave it at that. You will leave it at that. I was just laughing here. Mr. Elvis, I will leave it at that. Mr. Elvis, I will leave it at that. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. All right, guys, I appreciate you all. We have Mr. Odua with us. Mr. Odua, thank you very much, sir, for joining us today. Good evening to you. I beg, talk to us, sir. Mr. Odua, are you
Good
there?
evening, Mr. Najawash. Happy weekend. Good evening, everyone, all the panelists. Happy weekend to all. Well,
thank you, sir.
Although the work have not given me space of following up, but with a little I heard from just of the northern Kaduna, Sokoto. You know, the country is. I cannot say it's 3, I cannot say it's 2, I cannot say it's 4, but for me, I know that the country is the rich and the poor, or the middle class. So that is what the country is all about. The governance and their prayer. Because that is why when Nnamdi Kanu said the country is a zoo, I said, no, Nnamdi Kanu, he tried for even applauding the country and giving me good name. That if it is a Zoom, things will be orderliness. Everything will be accordingly. Everyone will know his boundary, where to step in and where not to step in. Nigeria is a jungle, it's white forest, where wild animals ate their prey. And then in the northern side of the country, where we have the headquarters of Air Force, Navy, police, whatever you might call, it is in the north. And it is the same north we are hearing that they kidnap school children, they kidnap school children, they kidnap school children. The same north is where they said they believe on Sharia law, that who against instruction of God cannot have another hand to go and look for evil, to go and do evil again. But it's the same northern, all these evils perpetrators have been carrying out their missions and their actions and their submissions. Well, because the truth is, when you are being suppressed or oppressed, that you cannot even know your right from your left, this is what happened. Because I'm sorry to use these words, our Hausa brothers and sisters has given foreign power over themselves in that land, which they brought them one book of Quran that we gave in the time of Uthman and Fodio, that they all become like a zombie, if I may not mistake, because religion make people zombie, whether Christianity or Muslimism, they make people zombie, where one man will be washing everybody's brain, telling you God said this, God said that, and nobody have ever seen God to say he talked to me, this is what he said to me. You always bring what two brothers who are looking for a way to control the whole world, which who came, according to them, he came from Abraham. One was called Ishmael, one was called Isaac. So these two brothers are the one who just know God, who see God, who hear from God, who begin to put God in the book, then start washing the whole world brain. Well, so when people brain has been brainwashed, so they can no longer know from the right from the left. Because if not, these things that has been happening started, they said it was good luck time. Okay, but a northerner opened their mouth to say we were the one who invite these people, outsiders, to come and take over our land. The truth is, because the people who are the authority, who are the soldiers, who are the court, who are the mobile, they are the same people that went and bring their brothers from outside to come and be destroying the real people who owns the land. So that is why when we are saying northern, we know put it in perspective or really contest it the way it's supposed to be. The foreigner who occupied the land of the north, that is what we should be saying, because these are the foreigners who occupied the land of the north and now occupy the entire Nigeria, because they are the one to head navy, they are the one heading custom, they are the one heading this, they are the one heading that, they are the one heading court, they are the one heading ANEC. So they are even the one contesting for president every time, because they want to hold that positions to make the real indigenous of the land inferior to themselves. And with the indigenous, because we believe that we have gone to British like school, then whatever it told us, because it did not come from the white man way of living, we said they are all fake. So I said if it comes from the white man way of living, before we can think appropriate. If we are really thinking appropriate, we will have known that these things, because if the money from the SAT could no longer go to these people, you will not hear this kidnapping anymore. If the Niger Delta oil, the timbers, the cocoas of the West, and the customs support, whatever they are levy they are collecting from people, is no longer going to this north. All these things will no longer happen, because they do it as a strategy for you to bring money for them. Because they are if you bring money for Air Force, who is the one to share the money? Who is the one to go and buy the whatever they want to buy? It is the same people who send their younger brothers, go to this school, go and tell those people, even though if we are real or fake, just go tomorrow, we will write one name and say so a school we are do. Can you pick anybody from Sokmomba Road? From Sokmomba Road, any primary school is Sokmomba Road, that you went and take them to Ibubahi, that nobody will see you? Or can you go to Ugbo, whatever part of ours, and take school children that you will not become? If they can put soldiers in every 500, 700 meters or mile from Lagos to Edo, from Edo to Warri, from Edo to Asaba, from Asaba to Anambra, from Anambra to Enugu to Port Harcourt, if you can be seeing checking point like that in a SAT, then why isn't the checking point are not holding people that are kidnapping school children in the north? What can't we ask ourselves these questions? Every 20 meters, every 200 kilometers, 500 kilometers, you will see military checking point. They will use wood and block road, the local road they call express. But in the north, where they are kidnapping school children every week, every month, every this, or where they be burning houses, killing people's stores, stealing what do they call government food or whatever, you will not see this same set of soldiers doing the same thing to them. So we did not, the Satana should begin to ask ourselves questions, how reasonable we are, or how educated we are. That British lie we learn, is it really education? Because we are the one who have food, but we are the one hungry. While the outsiders is not the one commanding us of our food. So saying they kidnap people, it's not kidnapping, it's just for the money of the SAT to go back to the north. That is all. And that is what I'm saying there. But it is less for the Satana to be wise, to be educated, not British lie education. To open their eyes and see the plank in their eyes and remove it before they can be seen sawdust in another person's eyes. So these are what I will say about Nigeria. Because Nigeria, for me, is not a country, it's consti, where every leader who come there steal. The northern, when they said the North, we say we are cheating them, I laugh. Because since I was born, it is the North that we are leading the country, we are ruling the country, and they were the one who led the country to this downfall that we are facing today. Money is not in the country, money is not the country. Isn't the country that did not have money that we are buying SUV? Is it not the same country that they want to use billions and billions and trillions and whatever laws you call it to do house for vice president and president in Lagos, in Abuja? And this. Did anybody sleep two rooms the same time? But they will quoting money that we build a full state that they want to use to do one person house. Is it not stupidity that a person who claimed to be a leader, instead of leading the country, is ruining the country? What are we learning from them? Nothing. And anybody who are agitating today for the country, I feel all of them are the same thing because they are just looking for opportunity. Because we have not seen any change of good example from them. So, well, for me, the Satana should wake up. Then let our Ansa brothers and sisters also wake up and join us. Then we will still join them to fight for the. But if the Satana did not wake up, that they are sleeping, clapping hands, one Nigeria, they will continue living under the bondage of the outsiders, which you people call Fulani, that came from another different countries to come and dominate the North. Not only dominated the North, and have dominated entire Nigeria. So if we still keep on shouting, one Nigeria, we live under this their bondage. So that is all I have to say. So you can give the space to another person. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Oduwa. God bless you, sir. Thank you. All right, we are going to have our final submission right now, guys. It's Saturday, so we can round up on time. Madam Nena, if you're there, I'd like you to give us your final submission, then I'll come to Madam Luke. Okay, yes, I have a caller. Hold on, Madam Nena, sorry. Mr. Chris, we're calling in since. Mr. Chris, thank you very much, sir. I almost forgot you right there. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir, Mr. Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody on the panel, in the comment section, and everybody watching us from everywhere, every corner of the world. My name is Chris, and I'm calling from Dublin. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you once again, Mr. Niger, for the opportunity to contribute. I think first and foremost, we all remember a certain Hannah too, the lady that was a top member of the APC who went to London to discuss with Bola Tinubu to ask him what plans does he have for insecurity in the north. And the lady said on national TV that Tinubu said he doesn't have any plan because they will buy him. So that is very clear that every issue concerning kidnapping in the northern part of the country is being orchestrated by the top echelon of the people in the north. There is no doubt about that. Just cover your eyes and ask yourself and think about a situation where you have just 100 school people. Tell me, where are they going to take those children to? With what are they going to take those children? And they will do that very freely without any form of opposition. Even cover your eyes and think about just 30 children. Think about the logistics of taking these children and disappearing into thin air without any trace. Tell me, these people that are doing the negotiations, who are they? These people that know where the terrorists are, who are they? How come the military intelligence, with all their apparatus, they are not able to do any proper investigation, but individuals are able to do these negotiations? Funds are paid. Who are receiving the ransom? So there are so many questions without answers. Not until the North, they rise up against this monster that has been created amongst them. Nothing is going to happen. The kidnapping is going to continue. Like Mr. Nanjawa said, it's a drama. It's just unfolding. And it will keep unfolding. It will keep unfolding until something is done. And look, there's a question you asked that you reminded us that Jonathan's wife asked a question, now only you waka come. Where are the others? Yes. The principal, I'll tell you where the others are. Starting from the Chibok kidnap, do we all remember clearly that when that event was going to happen, Shetima, the so-called vice president today, was the governor of Borno State. Wike was the Minister of State for Education. Information came that that thing is going to happen in Chibok. And Jonathan instructed Wike to write a letter to Shetima so that they shouldn't hold that WAEC exam on that day. Wike wrote that letter as the Minister of State for Education, and Shetima ignored that letter. Now the story is just beginning. When Shetima ignored that letter, on that fateful day, the principal of that school, the daughter also attended that school, but the daughter didn't go to that school. She didn't go to school on that day. So why did the daughter not go when she was supposed to be writing WAEC? but they forced the other children to go there.
Wow.
And the rest, as they say, it's history. Wait, it's not finished. Now, Madam, look, not only you waka come. The man that we were looking for, that the Jonathan's wife was asking after, the principal of the school, do you know, after that event, the principal was made a commissioner by Sheriff Shettima. So how can you explain that? The principal that superintended over the kidnap of the children in his school, and soon after the event, he was made a commissioner in that same state. Are we so dumb in this country that we cannot see the handwriting written on the wall? And let's not forget, you know, this same Shettima that told the whole world, restructuring my foot. He couldn't even pronounce the foot properly. He said, restructuring my foot. The same Shettima that's your vice president today. So how do we sincerely expect that things are going to change in the country, whereas the people that are ruining the country, like Dele Parotimi said, are the people that we are expecting to make this change? Nigeria is designed by these leaders in such a way that it is strong enough to keep all of us together, but weak enough to make any development. So we are all just like business in their hands. They are using us to trade. And Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much for the economic angle, the financial angle you always bring, financial clarification you bring to this discourse. Today, you also, 2 days ago, you told us about how they borrow money, how they transfer Grand Cayman, British Virgin Islands, Caribbean, all and all. Today, you also educated us on the Treasury bill. And that's what people don't understand. They just play the politics that it was subscribed. People, why will people not rush it at that interest rate? Why will they not rush it? So that is exactly what they are doing with we in Nigeria, especially for us that are hoping that Nigeria will get better. It's not going to get better. It's going to continue like this. This is how it's going to keep getting worse. When you pray in churches that no weapon formed against you will prosper, you are actually praying that Nigeria will not succeed, because Nigeria is the weapon that is fashioned against all of us. That is why immediately you step out of this country, everything you are not able to achieve, you start achieving them without prayers. The things you pray and fast for in Nigeria, immediately you leave, you begin to achieve all of them. So that clearly tells you that Nigeria is the weapon fashioned against your success, against your breakthrough, against your victory, against everything good for you and your family. Not until we sit down and change the status quo and be ready to do that, we are not going to move anywhere. But unfortunately, the people in power, they will never allow that discussion to take place. How can you move forward when you present your worst 11 to lead the rest of the country? There is no football team that does that. You always present your best 11 at every point in time. So, but what we have now is our worst 11, so pretending over the affairs of our nation. You tell me that the nation that are serious, we have somebody like a Peter Obi, His Excellency, and they rig him out of the whole system, and everybody is just going about as if everything is normal. The laws were changed. And that's even another dimension to it. As long as people are above the law in a country, nothing will ever go well in that country. Because a very simple thing, when you want to do anything that the people in power are not satisfied with, they will just simply change everything, and we all go back to status quo. And what's the status quo in Nigeria? The status quo in Nigeria is not usually zero. It is always minus something. We always go down below where we were before. When Jonathan was there, we thought it was hell. When Buhari came, we thought there would never be any government worse than Buhari, and Tinubu is there. And like Mr. Jonathan said, the debt Tinubu is going to accumulate. That's treasury bill they are talking about. When the interest starts, and most likely in 180 days, they can even redouble it again and say the money is not available. Now, the other thing we have to understand, we said we were thinking that it was a Muslim ticket they brought for us. No. Madam, I like the term you used. You said it was a pagan ticket. Actually, it's a pagan ticket. So that ticket is not going to take you anywhere. Where will paganism take you to? It takes everybody straight to hellfire. And that is where we are today. Not until we are able to rise up above the ashes, nobody is going to come and save us in this country. Nobody. And for those of us that keep blaming the West, you are just wasting your time. You are just wasting your time. What else do you want? What actually do you want them to do? They have to benefit from our stupidity, because at the end of the day, we always create this environment for them to feast on. They need to benefit since we have refused to. Is there any way you can explain this? 2 months ago, they said it supplied 1.something million crude oil to Dangote refinery. Till today, the products are not coming out. Before, we have to import refined products. Now, Dangote has a refinery. We still have to go and import crude oil again from the US. Are we crazy? Are we such a crazy bunch that we are not good enough to hold our leaders accountable? But all we do, we keep pointing fingers left, right, and center to the people that are just surviving. They are doing their own business. The whole world is a business place. And everybody do what they can to make their country better. Ask yourself, the colonial masters we keep talking about, have you asked yourself how many of those colonial people, the people that actually came to colonize us, how many of these people made billions from the colonial system? No, they didn't do that. Rather, everything, they send it back to their country to develop their country. They didn't take this word for themselves. That is the mindset of a typical British or white people. That is their mindset. They want everybody to progress together. Trust me, if it were we that had the opportunity of going to other countries to take their resources, we will go there and put everything in our pockets without thinking of developing our countries. But these colonial people, they took everything back to develop their country, not themselves. They didn't become billionaires from what they stole from Africa, but they used it to develop their country. Not until we begin to have that mindset of communal prosperity, nothing is going to work. How can you tell me, like Mr. Odua was saying, all the security apparatus in the country is located from Kaduna and up. Then you tell me this whole thing just go on in those places and nothing is being done. So what else do you expect when you recruit Boko Haram militants, the so-called Boko Haram people back into the society, while they are victims and languishing in IDP camps? Then yet we expect miracles to happen. Not until we free ourselves from these pagan tickets, we are all going to hell. We have to do that, and the time to do that is now. I'm so sorry I took a lot of time.
Thank you.
But thank you very much for the opportunity to contribute.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Nigerians.
God bless you, sir, Mr. Chris. Thank you. That was wonderful. Wow. Yes, I deliberately left you there to talk to. In fact, that is one. We are not going anywhere if we cannot help ourselves. You know, it looks like we are not ready. You know, Mr. Ike, you were calling in. I'm returning your call quickly before I go back to the panel again. Thank you very much, Mr. Ike. Thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Yeah, I know Mr. Chris was on the phone when I was calling. Good afternoon, good evening your side, and then thanks to everybody, and thanks for calling me back. There's something that keeps striking. I was listening to the governor of Kaduna State when he went to visit the place, this Karuga or something like that, where this thing happened. I kept saying, by the grace of God, inshallah, by the grace of God, inshallah. I don't think people that are interested, are serious about security, are coming out to say they want to solve the problem by the grace of God. Yes, we know we need grace of God, but handing over the security of the country to that word, that phrase, by the grace of God, inshallah, means that these people are not serious. Sincerely speaking, it is not easy. Nobody will convince me that 280 people we are taking, and they are quick to tell us that they have contacted private negotiator. This is all business. This is all business. Nobody will tell me that. I'm ashamed to say it here, telling friends that 280-something children we are kidnapped and we don't know where they are. Even if they go underground, even if they're in a tunnel, there's no way you put 287 people under a tunnel that you will not know where they are. This is not possible. It's not possible. And look at the one in Borussia. They said the ladies left the IDP camp and went in search of firewood. They left IDP camp and went into the bush to go and fetch firewood. And how many of them were rounded up by Boko Haram? Ah, man, these guys are taking us for a ride. It's not possible. It's not possible. They know where they are. They know what they are doing. And they will pay ransom with Nigerian money. They will pay ransom. And these people will go and buy more arms. My brother.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm done with callers today. God bless you all, my wonderful people. Yeah, Mr. Joseph Oji, yes, I know. That's a wonderful thing to hear that Arsenal is top of the league. In fact, we almost lost it, sir. We almost lost it. You know, Ramsdale made a very huge mistake.
Mr. Elvis, see,
yes,
Man City still have a game in hand, though.
No. Which game in hand? They are playing Liverpool tomorrow now. That's their game in hand.
Make them play that
Is
one.
that so
Make
do
them
you
play
think?
that one. Maybe we see first.
No, those are both of them was one of them was two of them drop points or one would drop points.
Yeah, not true. That's true, sir.
And so you know, being top of the league is very important.
It's not that I know. I be Man U fan, unrepentant Man U fan. But
today our keeper almost cost us this match. To be honest.
I see now. But I want this time. I want Arsenal to, at least just to get something because of Arteta. That guy has really put in a lot, and those guys are playing.
Well,
they are playing for him. They are playing for Arteta. Actually.
Exactly. I was so angry, I was so angry when I don't know whether you watch and what our keeper do just now. Kai God. He actually killed their spirit for them to end up with just 2-1. But it's okay. A win is better.
A win is a win. The Premier League is not a child's play.
Exactly. Thank you. Mr. Chukso, people say thank you, sir. Oh, you were watching as well. See us now fun. All of them they come out from one corner. Anyway, it's a good thing. Yes, you see, during the time of when I suppose they happy, they watch my match with friends and all that, I go there every day, just because of my Nigeria matter. I'm just doing my part. Like I normally say, our God not to look at the garment where we wear. He only look at the heart, because we human beings cannot see anybody's heart. Now there God they look. So let's continue to do what we're doing to have a better Nigeria in our time. Hopefully in our time. Thank you very much, my people. Madam Nena, if you are there, please give us your final submission. Okay, Madam Nena is not available right now.
I am here, Mr. Elvis.
Okay, thank you, ma. Yeah, I was almost. The boss be why you leave you now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I said the boss.
I see. And the boss is very fast.
Exactly. Please talk to us. Hello? Thank you, ma.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. Yeah. Once again, I don't know what to say. Honestly, the Nigerian situation is really. It gives people so like sometimes you want to talk, you just got short of words. I just hope that people will really, really wake up and begin to have an understanding of all this madness that is going on in Nigeria, and really get up and honestly do something drastic that will put an end to all this madness. Just like me, I was in Mr. Jonathan who was talking the last time I was talking now. How can you carry 287 children? First of all, the villagers, how does these people come? Do they fly? How do they move coming to the town? How do they live? How does it even happen? Like how does it even happen? Like I don't understand. How does it happen in a society like as big as Nigeria? Oh dear. I don't know. Nigerians really need to, not something really need to, something really seriously need to change. Both the northerners so, easterners so, westerners so. If there is any time that everybody needs to really come to, even if the country is going to divide or whatever, in fact, at this point, people really need to come together strongly to begin to fight against this madness, because this thing cannot continue. And like everybody is asking, honestly speaking, I've also asked that question. North has been ruling this country. One would have expected that the most developed, most organized, and the safest place to be would have been the North. With everything, these people have been in charge, all the stealing, all the looting, everything. I'm not saying that other people from other areas are not, but these people have been in power for as long as I can remember. Yet, these people that are, where are they coming from? Where do they come from? Where do they live? What kind of bush do they live that people cannot be invaded and these people rescued? It's a very sad situation. To think that people are in their country and they live in a refugee camp is very disheartening. And now we're talking about America coming to help us. And somebody might even be somewhere now jubilating over that. Help us for what? Because we don't have the manpower to fight these people. How many are they? Who are they? Where are they coming from? No wonder the head of the military or whatever they call it, that they are here to protect democracy. When they say, they know what they mean, because what they are protecting is not what we call democracy, or what we are looking, or what we expect. The Nigeria we expect, the Nigeria we think we have. It's not what they didn't know what they are protecting. They are busy protecting all these people, all this madness. Was it not here that we saw one video one time that was flying, when all these terrorists were gathered with all these motorbike, and the army military man was speaking in Hausa, telling another people on checkpoint that these people are coming, there, please, no. I don't know how many people here that remember that video, that they should not, nobody should bother them, that they are coming now, that people should allow them. No, they should not disturb them as they are coming. Was it not military people, the same military men that are supposed to go and rescue, supposed to fight, are the same people who are giving them these people protection? I don't know if what I'm saying is, I don't know how many of us that remember that video that made rounds. It is ridiculous. So as far as I'm concerned, this is business, pure business. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know what they are doing. And until Nigerians rise up and say that this madness, this nonsense has to stop. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, when I what was it? I think it was Mr. Jonathan that said it. Give me another angle to that prayer of one of them. Every weapon of fortune that against me shall not prosper. Maybe Nigerians need to pray that prayer more and more. I never, in fact, when he said it, it made me just check, like laughed where it was. I'm like, whoa, this is another angle to it. Nigeria is actually a weapon fashioned against its citizens, because what has kept Nigerians suppressed is nothing but Nigeria as a nation. The so-called leaders, the so-called people in authority. It is very sad. Besides, that's all I have to say. Honestly, I am weak. I am tired. I am fagged out because of the Nigerian situation. Like, it drains me, honestly. It does. Thank you so much. Hello, Miss Avis, are you there? Did anybody hear me? I hope I wasn't talking to myself.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Miss Avis is not. I think something is happening to him. Okay. So Miss Avis, we lost him. I saw the video of Sherwood. I just want to touch that, but I was so happy for him that man was able to go back to his family, and I just pray that they will do the same thing for Nnamdi Kanu and leave that man alone. Leave that man alone. I saw him today when he was leaving. Incidentally, he lives in the same state as I saw him when, the video where he was driving from the airport to his, with his children in his car. Imagine you leaving your child when your child was 5, and you're coming back when the child is already 10. And you can see the joy in the heart of the children and everything. The way they need to please. I mean, hashtag Nnamdi Kanu should be released. They should need to leave that man alone. They need to leave them. They are fighting the same thing. If all this madness and craziness that is going on in Nigeria, if it wasn't happening, people like that wouldn't have bothered themselves. After all, before Nnamdi Kanu started preaching about Biafra and IPOB, his original message was for Nigeria to be good. That was the original message Nnamdi Kanu had. He was preaching against the bad governance that was going on in Nigeria and everything. Before the whole thing, he felt like everything he was saying was falling on deaf ear. Before he started fighting, he switched his message to the message of Biafra and Biafra agitation. They need to leave that man alone. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. I finished a long time ago because you were not here to continue. Thank you so
yes,
much.
so now these people attack everywhere. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, it's very good that Sowore is back home. It's very, very good. It's been for almost 5 years. That was too much. So we're looking forward for this government to release Nnamdi Kanu as well. Mr. Jonathan, give us your final submission, sir.
Hello, Mr. Elvis.
Go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. The last subject that Madam Inena touched, which is on Nnamdi Kanu. You see, all they are looking for at this time hello, Mr. Elvis, are you there?
Go ahead, sir. Now, what do you?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So, with respect to Nnamdi Kanu, they are looking for the political opportunity. They are looking for the political moment to release him. I know that you've said something in the last 2 weeks or so that you have the feeling, Mr. Elvis, that they are about to release him or they will eventually release him. It is a political calculation. That's what they are looking for at this time. They are looking for that moment where it will be politically advantageous to them. They want like we see some people now, as we say, riding on the back of Peter Obi to get into political offices. The same thing now. They want to ride on, they are looking for that moment where they can ride on Nnamdi Kanu to shift public opinion, to shift public perception around everything they are doing. They are looking for that moment. That's what they are looking for. Because what are you holding him for? For what? What are you holding Nnamdi Kanu? In a country where there is rule of law. If it were to be a country where there is rule of law. One of the videos you showed, that clergyman who spoke, I can't recollect his name, who was talking about Deborah, the death, how they find that young lady, terminated a life in a very brutal manner, uncivilized. I don't know the way they terminated the life of that young lady, and nothing till today, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. You continue to keep Nnamdi Kanu in there. Deborah was terminated in that very, satanic, wicked manner, and yet you are no rule of law. Nothing has happened, and you just think that you see how delusional they are. This government, they are so delusional that they just think that they are doing it only in Nigeria. Now you are globetrotting. You are going on, excuse me, you are going all over the world. You are looking, excuse me, you are looking for foreign investment. And you think the world is not watching. You think the world is not aware of what happened in Kaduna, the adoption of 287 students, children. That is how delusional these people are. In fact, they are so delusional that sometimes you think that these people they didn't even go to school. They are not educated. And these are the people that are calling the shots of a country as large as Nigeria, as big as that country is. Sometimes you just think that these people are so, I don't know the kind of, anyway, I don't think they go to school. Because it's a country where they forge certificates. People go to school that they did not even attend. They just come out and say, I've done this, I've done that. Because how can you even hold fast to whatever they have presented, or the school they've gone to, or they've attended? Certification they are carrying all over the place. How? Where people forge certificate all over the place, where people can forge NYSC certificates, and the court can back it up. So you can, if I don't think one will be out of line to say these people are illiterate. I don't think they are educated. Because if you are educated to a certain level, you will know that the world is watching you. Even if you are bamboozling Nigerians, because you have weaponized poverty, you have put them in a situation where these people are not educated enough to even to make reasonable judgment. You have placed them in that position so that you can take advantage of them. Even if you are thinking of that you have caged them in Nigeria. How about the world? How about the world itself? Can you cage the world? You think people are not seeing? You think people don't know that 287 students were kidnapped in a country and nothing happened? You think the entire world is not aware of it? This is where you can if you sit on this alone, you will know that these people are delusional. They are not even schooled. They don't even go to school at all in this age and time. Because you after all, you can't do it alone. Because you are going all over the world looking for investment. So they will come to Kaduna State to come and invest, Abi. So they will go to Borno State and Benue State to come and invest, where kidnappers are ravaging the whole place, kidnapping children all over the place, killing women all over the place, where you have refugees inside your refugee camps, spread all over your country. Can you connect the two together? And then that same government is going all over the world looking for investment, as if they'll just throw the money at you, because they are used to that. Just throw money to us and then we spend it. They are used to not being accountable. So they just think that investors will just throw the money at them. They are not going to ask. They think that is the way people think everywhere in the world. Look at Mr. Tinubu. He sat down there in Qatar about a week ago, lecturing them that Nigeria is safe, that they should come and invest in the country. When you listen to that speech, you will know that Nigeria is in a big trouble that you and I even thought of. That we can't even estimate, we can't even imagine how the mess we are in. If you have time to listen to Mr. Tinubu about 25 minutes when he sat down lecturing those people in that room about coming to Nigeria to invest, then you will know that Nigeria is done. Nothing he said there makes sense. A whole president. Please go and listen to it. Mr. Elvis, please, I will beg of you, please, if you have time, if you can just let us listen to Mr. Tinubu. You showed it, but you just show a clip of it. It's just maybe 2-3 minutes of it. Please, if you can show the entire thing. Let's listen to Mr. Tinubu. Nothing he said there that makes sense. Nothing.
Which of the video are you talking about?
In the day when he was in Qatar last week, he was in
Qatar
last week, where he was telling them, where the place where he told them that if anybody asks for bribe, come meet us, and then this thing. Please listen to that thing. You will laugh. The statements are not coherent. He was talking rubbish. If you listen to that thing, then that one you will know that Nigeria don't finish. The president, the people, they are just out of courtesy, diplomatic courtesy. That's all that is playing out. They don't, they will go back to their room. They will just go and laugh. This one, these people are used to not being accountable. They are used to not being honest. They are used to not being asked any question. They do it the way they want and nothing will happen. It is the same sense, the same brain that he carried to Qatar to go and be asking them for investment. A country where there is no rule of law. You think they are not seeing? That is how delusional that you people are. If you even think that, okay, we have caged Nigerians, they can't talk. They cannot come out to protest. They can't do anything. Even if they don't see food to eat, they will die of kwachoko there. They will not come out because we have caged them. How about the world? As they say, the world is a global village now. So you think the world is not seeing you? A country where the people wake up in this world that we are. It's one world. It's not two. 287 children kidnapped for 72 hours ago. Same day, another over 100 in Borno State. We woke up this morning now, another group of students kidnapped in Sokoto State. You think the world is not listening or they are not watching? Because you cage them in Nigeria. In fact, you are even proposing how you are going to block social media in Nigeria. Go and block social media in America, or go and block social media in United Kingdom or in Australia or in Canada, or even go and block social media in Benin Republic, just outside, just few kilometers out of Lagos there. Go and block it. So you think they are not watching? That's how stupid these people, how delusional they are. To focus on the real issue, they focus on social media. That's how they are spending their time. A whole chief of staff saying they should regulate social media. The world is watching. If you have that, just write it and paste it in your office, the front of your office, your seat, your desk. If you just let them paste it there for each and every one of you, ministers, the chief of staff, all of you, paste, so that when you come every morning, you see the world is watching. So that when you enter, you will know before you do anything, you will remember the world is watching. They are watching, even more than Nigerians are. They are watching, they are listening, they are seeing. Before Nigeria know what is happening, the whole world already don't know. Before you wake up in Nigeria, before you put the news in there, before your crooked media come to spin it all over the place, your sycophant media, before they come out there, the world already know. And it is in this same world that you want them to come and invest in that country where there is no rule of law. No rule of law in that country. Then they will come and be. So you want somebody to come. I have to know a judge. I have to. In Nigeria today, there's no way you can invest successfully. I'm not talking of it just as a Nigerian. I'm not just saying it as someone who is a watcher of the events of what is going on I'm saying it also largely as someone who has participated, who has in that country invested also. I know that there is nothing you can do in that country without knowing somebody. It will not fly. It's not going to work. And if you are not ready to cut a piece of the pie for them, it's not going to work. Those investors that you're asking them to come, before anything will fly, they will cut percentage for those delusional people running Nigeria. And when an investor is not ready to cut, it's going nowhere. After all, we heard it from that guy, Ibrahim. Aliko Ibrahim, the guy that you show his video yesterday talking about electricity, said it took him 7 years to get a license for 100 megawatts in Nigeria. 7 years. And it took him 6.5 weeks to get the same license. 6.5 weeks to get the same license, not for 100, but for 200 megawatts in South Africa. 7 years. And it's not that even when you generate that electricity finish, you will give it to them, they will no. You will give it to them, they will still use it because you have to give it to, you have to take it to the national grid. Thank God for Alex Oti. Thank God for what is happening in Abia State now. If not, that 180. Remember, that 180 megawatts. Government still got their own pie, the piece of the pie. It is only 120 that is working in Abia State. The remaining 60 or so megawatts, it's like a donation. They donated it to the national grid. So, but Imnaji gave them about 60 megawatts. Okay, at least take this one. Whichever way you want to distribute it, take. So Abia State to take 120. So nothing goes for nothing in Nigeria. Even like that, why not let the entire 188 megawatts stay in Abia State? So instead of nine local government now, they will be talking of 12 or 13 local governments. Now they took it to the national grid. So what happened? Where is it now? The national grid. What's the impact? You can see it. You can see how delusional they are. These people hate progress. They hate progress. They don't want the country to move forward at all. You took 60-something plus megawatts. 60-something. That's a lot of electricity. Where is it now? Can somebody come out and tell us that 60-something megawatt that Batunaji donated, because that's what I will call it. He donated it in order for him to let him go. Let me go. That's what it simply means. Let me do this. Let me go. It gave you 60-something megawatt. Can somebody tell us now, come out and tell us that 60-something megawatt has improved the electricity supply in this local government in Nigeria, in this part of Nigeria? We have distributed it here, and this is it now where we can see it. We can't. We can't. And that is it. You think the world is not watching? The world is looking at you. The entire world is watching. That is why you are going, the country is going nowhere. And I will end by saying this. Mr. Tinubu, when you are ready to come clean, part of it is even you admitting that you rigged the election, that you are not a legitimate president. The day you are ready to come clean, then Nigeria will start to move forward under your watch. Mr. Elvis, thank you very much. My greetings to everyone. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. We'll see you again by God's grace tomorrow. Okay. Mr. Oduwa, give us your final submission, sir. Thank you.
And thank you. Thank you. I would like to say something on what our brother Jonathan was saying about Abia States and the government donating, the state government donating 60 grid to this thing grid or no whatever grid. You see, any country that the leaders are not communicating with their people, that is what happened. You see, the other day I was talking about this our brother Epis, that if really you want to sustain this where this thing very well, that it should open up for people to buy shares. You know, instead of we embracing it that way, some people were saying no, it doesn't need it. The truth of life is, problem will always come when one person want to be the carpenter, to be the tailor, to be the farmer, to be the driver, to be the mechanic, because there will be jealousy and hatred. Our Les Oti has generated light for the Abia State. Thank God, we are all happy. But if Alex Oti or whatsoever the government who have ever been the governor, the chairman, the senate of that state has called the Abia State together and said, Abia State, you people have money. Generate light for yourself. This is the what we can contribute. There is nobody we say bring it to national grid, because it is the Abia State who volunteer themselves and bring out that money. And nobody will still tell them not to make light for themselves. Where there is no unity, where your leader cannot come out and express himself before you, none you asking them questions. This is what you normally get. I remember when I was a small child or a small boy, my father used to say that they pay Iwuhu. There is a time all house has to pay Iwuhu. That means you have to pay tax. Tax is what we call Iwuhu in the Do language. Houses pay tax. If houses are paying tax and the state government is coming out addressing them about what that tax want to do, and they are seeing it, if they generate light, there is nothing like federal government will say, come and give me light before you use it in your state. But it's because the one we have there are not concerned. So let us just come out and show this and show that. Everybody will come and clap. Hey, hand of applause. Hey, these are what you get there. If not, they will use their complete 180 megawatts, as you call it. But because of lack of communication, addressing the people in the right time, knowing, let them know your view, and you also know their view at the right time, that is what they happen. It's just like what's happening in those states. Our MOU governor, he make the same light in one village like that, whether Okumo or something, it's at Saple Road, I forget the name of the village. But do we see it? No. They said the federal government did not allow that. No, it was not the federal government, it's our illiteracy. Because the governor cannot come out to Green Square and address his people. Not even one chairman or a House of Assembly members that can come out and address their people. So whatever we live in such darkness. It's just a shadow showing the time whenever there is light or sun. So these are what we are experiencing when those who we call leaders are not leaders, but rulers and ruin the country. So that is what we are. And this is the same thing that is still happening in the north today. That what we call leaders are not leaders, but they are rulers. So they are ruining the country. And for those who are ignorant of reality, we start clapping and along with them. We are talking of state police. It is the same our people are saying, no, state police is not permitted. That if it permitted, in this country I am, every village, at least you see different police vehicle. You will see what is called, and we can call it mobile in Nigeria, which here we call them carabinieri. You see Guarda de Finance. You see Questura. Questura is the immigration. Then you see local police, which you see community police. Tell me, all these places, when these things are in their places, tell me when you will say that there is one school that they will go and adopt people, or there is one road they will block for 30 minutes. A criminal will block one road 30 minutes. Any road is being blocked, the whole road will cut off. The amount of number of police vehicles you will see, you will ask if it is Russia ammunition is going to Ukraine, or it is Israel and a Palestinian. That is what you are going to experience. You will see police vehicle, different police vehicle. So, we wake up to reality, and we just keep on shouting this way, shout and shout and shout, and nothing will happen, because we are not ready to change our mind, to change our way of thinking. So those who sit in that place are not still ready to change their mind, change their way of thinking. Because if we change our way, then those people can change their own way. Because when they give us cold water and we did not accept it, they give us hot water, we did not accept it, then they will be looking for any other alternative. But by the time they throw corn, we just rush it like a fowl that have been hungry, looking for alternative. Then they will keep on maligning and manhandling us. So for me, if you are a leader, if you represent your people, if you are a senator, you are a House of Assembly, your councillor, your chairman, always address your people, know their view, and give your own to them. Ask them questions, they answer, and they ask you questions, you answer. By them solutions, everybody will be going peaceful and happiness will be. So there is nothing like me. When people say federal government, I have not seen any state that is federal government. I have not seen any local government that is federal government. I have not seen even one village that is federal government. If my person and your person and the other person and the other person, people are not there, there is no federal government. So what we are experiencing that is punishing us is the wickedness of our heart, our people's heart, that is punishing us. Even if we can see it happening in the north every time, the wickedness and our people's heart. You cannot tell me that where the head of all forces are, that you tell me there's criminality there. If they can come and carry person who steal goat in my own community, go and carry a person who is making vegetable farm in a Delta state and call it is illegal, then the place that is headquarter of those things, they cannot hold anybody that is doing bad something. So we should keep on asking ourselves, who are the people doing it? We should all know that the people we hand over the land to, they are the one doing all those things. So that is only what I will advise people. Let nobody be saying the criminal. Let us be saying the soldiers and the police are the criminal doing these things in the north, so that they will not change their mind or way of living and do the right thing for us. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Happy weekend.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oduwa. God bless you, sir, for your time with us today. Thank you.
Elvis,
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
It's a question. Because Mr. Oduwa, when he started, he talked about, selling and then buying, give people the opportunity to participate in buying the shares. Then the question came to my mind. Is that Mr. Elvis, if you are UK, you are in UK, a UK, British citizen. If today Barclays in UK give you the opportunity and say, okay, will you buy NNPC Nigerian shares promoted by Barclays Investment in UK? What are the chances or possibility that you will buy?
I will not buy.
Eh?
I will not buy.
You will not buy?
No.
You will not buy NNPC, even though it's from the UK, from Barclays?
No, because it's they are affiliated. So how can NNPC be coming from the UK? Now, NNPC doesn't live in the UK. So if Barclays is selling NNPC from the UK, then the government, Nigerian government, are the one that gave it to them for sale.
Yes, it is. It is Nigerian government. Okay, what if the NNPC is now sitting on the London Stock Exchange, the London Stock Exchange there?
LSE. To be honest, I don't know.
You will not.
I don't.
You will not put your pounds there.
I will not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Anyway, I'll leave it at that. But I think that it is more transparent, because if we are saying that we want Nigeria to be good,
my brother, the transparency will only end here in the UK. So anything cross out of UK, it becomes questionable.
But you always say that you want them to go to jail, those that have stolen Nigerian money. That you want them to go to jail. In this case, they will go to jail too. They will go to jail.
My brother, that jail, jail matter is selective for these guys, man.
No, they will go to jail in UK. They will not go to jail in Nigeria. It is in UK. They will not face. They will not. You see, if they are not transparent, because the issue we have in Nigeria is about transparency and accountability. And if there is a way we can bring them to accountability and transparency, then let it be.
Thank you, God, Jonathan. Madam Luke, please, if you're available, give us your final submission. Thank you, ma'am.
Please ask Madam Luke the same question.
Madam Luke, we can't hear you. I'm hearing my back again. your network is bad again. Give us a mandate. You are just coming in right now. Good evening to you. Please talk to us for 5 minutes. We are rounding up now.
Well, thank you very much for the time. I was actually on earlier, but I was in the store with my family trying to get some things, and then my phone, the battery went flat.
Went down, yeah.
So sorry about that. Good evening to you, the panelists, and then
5
Nigerian.
minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, terrorists. I mean, I think I heard Madam Luke and then Madam Inina spoke earlier, and I'll just probably align with them on the issue of this terrorist and then kidnapping of children. This is like people trying to make money off the government. Remember that before Buhari became the president, right? There were some insurgency that actually was done against Goodluck Jonathan's administration, and so they promised those guys money. If everyone remembered what those guys said, they promised to give them money, and so now the government was not forthcoming, and so these guys started holding people at ransom. Then everything now filter into this in quotes administration, or what they call administration, or whatever they call it. The issue that we are faced with today with terrorism and then kidnapping, honestly, with all due respect to this channel, it is not behind Shetima. Shetima and all of them in power, they knew about it. Because if he doesn't know about it, why did he tell that, oh, he's going to be in charge of security? Because he knows about it. It is only a thief that knows how to trace the step of a thief. Yoruba will say, so the thief is one that knows how to trace the footstep of a thief. He knows them. They know them. Okay, is it surprising to you that a governor of a state or somebody will go to somewhere like in Borno or Adamawa, or maybe wherever they are doing all of this nonsense, and then when they say, oh, the Boko Haram guys are here, somebody walk into them, I think a government, even Shetima was caught on video shaking with greeting these guys. So they know who are in charge, and it's just camouflage. There's no, they know they know what is happening, and they are the one that can solve the problem, because it was what they planned against Jonathan that is now haunting the nation, and it will continue. And so when they say, oh, they cannot tackle insurgency, it's a lie. And Mr. Jonathan did a very wonderful analysis about the military might of Nigeria. These guys can be brought down in 2 hours, honestly. The Boko Haram guy, the terrorists, all of them, they can be chased down in 2 hours. All it takes is Nigeria military releasing their weapon against them. But would they do it? I don't know. Why? I don't know. Because if not, Madam Nina gave a wonderful analysis. Is it possible when the trainer they are not like mockery that you know how you go do fishing for night, or maybe in the day you carry your net, put inside water, like waiting happen to Peter, like he gets a net breaking cash. Those children, they are not like maybe rat or chicken that you can just unpick 200 of them and then just take them away. It's a plan work. They know about it. Now going to Mr. Peter Gregory Obi's situation in that funeral, the very first thing that they must understand, that was a disrespect to Herbert Wigwe. It was a disrespect to Chizzy Wigwe. It was a disrespect to the mother. And it's a disrespect to their family and the nation at large. As it sits today in Nigeria, Nigerians know their presidents. They know who their president is. The most sad thing above it all is that it's happened when a church in a church during a funeral for somebody, and you see a pastor play like that in a well-known church, I think it's high time for Pastor Adeboye to actually make some bold statements. Because the shenanigans that we see today from these people is getting out of hand. Peter Gregory Obi is not just a small boy. He doesn't deal on Nigerian politics. He talks on international policy. You cannot cancel Peter Obi. You know, in those days when you eat ogbono soup, and in that ogbono soup there's the banga fish, and all of a sudden you carry the fish and then you carry the banga, you carry the bone. You cannot swallow, you cannot take it. You just hold in your neck. That is how Peter Obi is to them today. It's like a bone in their truth. It takes the it takes the crowd for them to recognize Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. That tells you that this is a man that Nigerians are yearning for. Anywhere he gets to, light shines. You cannot hide Peter. You can never hide Peter. You cannot hide him. He's a just man. You cannot hide him. He's consistent. You cannot hide him. He's gentle. He just mind his own business. In fact, I was watching. I watched the funeral. It took the intervention of people to go and tell, man, that guy disgraced himself and his family. Honestly, whoever was that MC was, that pastor that moderated that service, whoever he is a disgrace to the organization. Is an entire disgrace. But you know what? And I like what Aisha Yusuf said. And that's why people like me will keep speaking. When they want to cancel Peter Gregory, will you allow them to cancel him? Up until today, after the election, they are still on camp. Peter Obi has moved on. Tinubu has never moved on. Shetima has not moved on. Wike has not moved on. They are still on. Peter Obi has moved on. They are still on it. He told them, we are now in opposition. But they are the one that won election. And they are the one that has not moved on for the whole thing. It's a disgrace. Now you now saw what one of the moderators now did at the end when they were now giving a closing remark. When they were giving a closing remark, that person that did the closing remark now gave an excellent remark about Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. Very excellent remark. Now I will now go back to what Fubara said in that. If I don't know if maybe people saw Fubara's statement even in that funeral. Fubara says something that is very pronounced, very profound. But you see how Akpabio, I will not call him his other name for respect for this channel. You saw what Akpabio did? These guys, they know the truth. They know. They are only deceiving themselves, and they are deceiving themselves and their generation. They know the truth. They know. Fubara asked them one question. And I think, Mr. Elvis, maybe Fubara is listening to you every day. Because there's something Fubara said in that statement that you have not said here on this channel over and over again. And maybe you will still say it again tonight before we go home. That waiting be this life. Even yesterday when that our papa from North did what he did, even though, after everything you see say, waiting even did this life. That was what Fubara told them. He said, what is in this life? That you kill, you maim. You can imagine Fubara making that kind of statement. And Akpabio stood up, went there, and he wanted to downplay everything. And somebody came again and said, oh, if there's anything that we should take away from here today, it is the statement of the governor of Rivers State. They know the truth. They all know the truth. Only that Nigerians allow these people. There was a video of one even crying now that there is he called it elite, it's something like elite foolishness. That is what is fleeing in the country. Kidnapping, terrorism, inflation, no light, joblessness, buying of people every day.
He called it elite. I mean, moral and ethical decadence.
Thank you, ma. They know. But like we continue to say, and Mr. Elvis will continue to say it here, the evil that you support one day may end up biting you. And it goes to that pastor that did that thing against Peter Obi. And now I'm calling on Pastor Adeboye. Please, sir, make a statement. Election is over. Whether you believe it or yes, there are redeemed members that are diehard Obi fan. Someone like me. So if you support him, continue to support him. Nobody's against it. More so, the country is not getting better. It's getting worse. No whether they are calling for any of their call is Peter Obi. Peter Obi, come. You stole his mandate. You are calling him to come and rescue you. You thought you can do it, then go and do it. You have stolen it.
All right.
Please, let's stop all of this nonsense that people are doing. Peter Obi is playing on international politics. He has gone beyond. He has moved on. He's now dealing with the people. So, but you know what? Thank you very much for the time. Appreciate you. Thank you, panelists and everyone, Nigerians. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. God bless you. When you said Fubara is watching us, yes, there's no doubt about that. These guys are watching us, you know. By God's grace, some people call us here to privately to comment some of your comments and some of your submission on the panel. You know, these are some of the people that we look up to in Nigeria. So it's a normal thing. If they don't watch us, what are they going to be watching? NTA. So they watch, you know, they are on social media, man. These people are on social media, co-living like this. You know, they are watching everybody from their TV, you know, different channels on YouTube and all that. So that's not a problem. They are listening to us, you know. Even sometimes they mock us. They mock us and all that. So what they normally say, what is these people? What did they shout for? And I never see anything. And that is what we are seeing now. Yes, my people, I appreciate you all, my people. May God bless you all. Madam Nen, okay, I say Madam Nen. Madam, look, I hope your network is better now.
I don't know if it's the network or the computer, because the network is fine. It's the same network I'm using now.
Okay, the network is good now.
Device. Yeah, it was always good, but that device has the volume, as the audio has just shut off, so I don't know what's wrong.
Okay, so then you need to open that your living room window, throw it from there, throw it away.
No, Tinubu will order another computer for you.
You know the funny thing? It's only in that watch that thing is happening. It doesn't happen on anything else.
Anyway, you know.
Okay, well, we will see about that. I'll go and give it to a guru to see what they can do about it. Anyway.
Exactly. Thank you. My final submission.
No problem. Well, you see, the insecurity situation in Nigeria is just so mind-boggling, and that is the only way they can keep people in fear, keep people worried and apprehensive, so that they don't think, while the lunatics in power would keep making away with the loot, the country's loot. They keep borrowing and borrowing. I don't know how long they think they can keep borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. You know, I don't know how long they think they can get away with this. You would have thought that they would have said, okay, this money we're going to use, okay, let's do this, invest in security, electricity, even if it's only electricity at all. You know, but there's no way, they're not even coming up with any program to help. It's just, you know, a government full of lies just to, you know, deceive the people, and so that way they get more confused and depressed. half of the Nigerian population are on drugs anyway. So the moment they keep them plowed with those drugs and give them those grains, because they think our only problem is to give them grains. Grains. I don't know what. Those are the kind of things you do during a war. But I don't understand why they just think that it's only grains. So if we eat the grains and then what else? We drink it with water or what? I don't understand the grain issue. You know? So it's just going to be one day at a time. And unfortunately, the people who can really rule the country, they're getting out of the country because you cannot fight these criminals. Imagine a drug baron, a certificate forger. And now he has surrounded himself with all the plutocratic caliber in government. And they're thinking, like Mr. Jonathan always says, let him be honest and say the truth and agree that he rigged the election. In this world or which planet? And that is why he keeps going from country to country to country, and they keep making fun of him because they know he has legitimacy issues. And now the elections around here are coming around now in November. And like I said, I already know what I'm going to do because this US government has been an enabler. Because they saw the elections were rigged and they turned their eyes against what will not happen in their own country. I'm not saying they should do anything, but at least let them give us the fair fight to ask our leaders. Shame them into the world, but they won't do that because of what they're gaining. The neo-colonialists, that's what they're doing. But he said, like Mr. Farrow to me said, it's up to us to make that individual commitment. But how are we going to do that? With the level of illiteracy, depression, psychosis, fear, and then religion, the pagan ticket of unbelievers and infidels. How are we going to get out of this mess? One day at a time. But one thing is certain. Everything that has a beginning has an end. The only problem with Nigeria, it keeps going to a worse end. It doesn't go to a better end. It keeps going to a worse and worse and worse end. Because nobody can protest. Nobody can criticize this government openly in the media. They'll be throwing questions so that you will be the one to answer. But no media house in Nigeria can come out and say they're going to fault Tinubu's policy because they know what's going to happen. The bulldozers will be sent to their offices. So my dear people, while we are doing this, I want to beg everybody, please, it is rough. Take care of your mental health. Because this thing has destroyed a lot of Nigerians, both at home and in the diaspora. Take care of your mental health. Take time to unwind and take time, to spend time with your loved ones. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Madam Luke, please. Madam Luke.
All right.
Mr. Elvis.
Okay, quick, sir.
Please, Madam Luke, please, before you go, this American election thing, I beg, please, even if I know I have the same, I'm in the same position too. Even if you are going to punish Biden, please, can you just stay home? Give us a mandate. Please, you guys, please just stay home. Don't allow this. Don't give your vote to Trump. Oh, please, at least stay home to express your anger. Please stay home. Don't.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm pleading, please.
Let's discuss this. My wonderful Trump tomorrow. Let's discuss it tomorrow.
Mr. Elvis, you to say Trump is your wonderful man.
I beg you, now Trump they come. If not Trump they power, all these forgery of certificate one they do so not go happen. So no worry. We'll discuss it tomorrow, don't worry. And let me take this call. It's quite okay, it's exact 10. Mr. Ben, thanks for calling inside. You only have 2 minutes.
Hello,
Thank you.
Wale, I greet you. Good afternoon. This was a wonderful episode today.
Thank you.
I just want to greet everybody on the panel. Madam Luke is doing an amazing job. Mr. Jonathan, I always love listening to Mr. Jonathan and give us a mandate. Augustine, we've not really been seeing him like we used to, but I hope he's fine.
He's with us every day.
Now, greeting you wherever you are. I greet everybody in the panel. About the election coming up in the United States, and why I'm going to be very honest with you. You see, a lot of Americans want Trump to come back, and for the reason is because when Trump was there, Trump gave them a lot of freebies, free money, stimulus checks, all of that. Gas was not as high as it was or as it is right now during Trump's time in office. And somehow the Caucasians, I don't want to use that color word, but the Caucasians always want a Republican to be the president, especially when they've seen what a Democrat is doing. And a lot of people don't like what Joe Biden is doing right now. So from my survey, from asking questions and all that, a lot of people want Trump to come back, and I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back as the president of the United States. And coming back home to Nigeria, you see what's going on right now. There's no way they are kidnapping all these people. The terrorists are holding sway in that country without the backing of somebody in office, a very powerful person. This whole thing was happening back then when Shetima was the governor of Borno State. Now he's the vice president of the country. Now, think about it. If something like that could happen when he was the governor, not to mention right now where he be the vice president of the country, why are we having all this kidnapping every single time in mass? 300 people. Think about the logistics involved in kidnapping even 10 people, say, or 30 people. Like we're talking about more 300 people. See, our country, Nigeria, I'm not trying to swear for that country, but our country is doomed because of the decision that so people made by putting these people in government. It's just so sad. It's so sad. We keep praying for the country from afar, from wherever we are. We keep praying because we have family back home that we send money to every single time.
Thank you.
But it's not looking good for us. I agree very much. You're doing an amazing job. Thank you, sir.
God bless you. God bless you, my brother. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oga Chris, you are calling back again. Please quickly talk to us now. You only have 1 minute. Only 1 minute. I'm calling you back. Please speak because I'm rounding up now. Today, I said I want to spend 2 hours now. No, don't drag me, go 4 hours. Oga Chris, you are not picking. Okay, hello, are you there? Okay, go ahead, sir. You have 1 minute, quickly.
Okay, I just want to quickly comment on this Trump thing. I beg Mr. Jonathan, I think the simple truth is this. If we say we are fighting for our nation, I think we should fight for our nation in all its ramifications. I'm not a fan of Trump per se, but I still remember clearly it is only Donald Trump. Because when we keep talking about the
you have 1 minute, you have 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, it is only Donald Trump that looked at Buhari face to face and asked him, why are the Muslims killing the Christians? Only Trump did that face to face. So we should be introspective in whatever we are saying. Thank you very much. Tomorrow, I have more to say about him.
Better.
Thank you, sir.
Better. Thank you, sir. We'll talk about Trump tomorrow. My incoming. Hey, God. My incoming president. He go Pepe, Mr. Jonathan, and give us a mandate and Black Panther, especially Black Panther. You go year round. Anywhere you did Black Panther, not Black Panther. Yes, so he's coming in. Mr. F, you are calling in. You have 1 minute, sir. Good evening to you. 1 minute.
1 minute?
Yes, I will not close. Go ahead.
Okay, because I want to talk about Trump. Because I beg, Trump, if I remember those days when Trump take on, that was 2017. He don't do office then. Bros, if you see the way Europe they maltreat black, then I know by the special grace of God, I will get my passport here in Italy very soon. But you see that Trump, where everybody they clap out for me, come back. Bros, that man are racist.
All right.
Europe, they look up to America. So no like black.
Okay, no
No
wahala.
like black. Oh.
Thank you.
No like black.
Your 1 minute don't finish. Tomorrow we'll talk and tomorrow this topic.
Mr. Elvis, I like that one.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Black Panther, why you they call now? Who invite you to this show today? What did they happen?
Now one go where now something go bite to na finger.
Wait till they buy person figure.
Those of you like that man that spoke that is calling you 1L, whatever he's calling you. You should just close. You should just go inside house because
what you do?
If you come and listen to your internet or whatever you are not based. What you don't know the American politics and you think you can analyze it through what you are listening out there, you're wrong.
So what makes you know it better than him?
Go and look at what's happening in America and go and look at the cartel.
Oh God, we'll talk on tomorrow. Go. Quick. Now 1 minute you get. I want round up.
I want him to go and listen to the State of the Nation addressed by the president.
Okay, don't worry.
Don't bring Nigerian politics and go and listen to the State of the Nation by J.F. George Bush.
Thank you. We'll talk on tomorrow. Don't worry. Thank you. Said it to me. Don't worry. No, don't talk about time like that. No worry. No worry.
I'm a Republican, but I don't want Trump there.
If you don't want, let me tell you something, Black Panther, you must always learn. You must learn this. Talk your own, allow people may they talk their own. It don't concern you how they talk. I take concern you. No, you can't be telling. Are you going to teach our daughter how to talk? And so treat. No. Counter people with respect. That's wrong.
I am not countering with non-respect. I said him go inside house. Not be abuse. Look, Mr. Nigerian Watcher, look at what is happening in Nigeria now.
No. Tomorrow we'll discuss this thing, brother.
They are still going there to go and vote.
Oh.
Are you telling me that person has a good mind for the country?
Okay, let's talk about it tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll talk about this matter. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
American issue.
Okay.
America is not Nigeria.
It doesn't matter if it's not Nigeria, we can still discuss it. Now, Trump, now we want, Oga. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Nigerian Watch. We must get Trump so that you not go give them. You not go give them green card. You not go give them visa.
Exactly.
You not go give them passport. Make them
hold on. Somebody's on the phone.
I just sent the link to the.
Somebody's on the phone. I'm not clicking any link, Oga.
No, that's the State of the Union address that I was talking about. I just sent it to you.
Thanks for calling in, Mr. Prince. Please talk to us. You have 1 minute.
1 minute. All right.
Yes, we don't close. I don't even supposed to pick your call.
Okay, so I'll run like train, yeah. Thank you for the good work you are doing. Just a quick one. I want to tell our people because this year program is going very wide now. I want our people to know that mental slavery is telling everyone to be praying for Nigeria. Okay, it's a mental slavery, and for us to be going to look for BBC every 4 years to validate the criminality of these politicians who gather themselves from all parts of the world.
Okay.
That have nothing to offer.
Thank you.
So our people should wake up, and everybody should join hands together for us to fight and see that we liberate ourselves.
Thank you.
That's my own.
Thank you, sir.
My contribution to all.
All right.
Our border against this terrorism.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello, Lord of God is my strength. You are calling back again, madam. You have 30 seconds. Quickly.
Make a quick talk, please. Is that okay?
Go ahead now. You're already here.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. You know, I'm really happy about this Boko Haram matter that we are talking about. I remember when they declared Tulumbu as president of Nigeria. Boko Haram, they sent a greeting to Aso Rock, congratulating Shetima for winning the election. and that it was there. There was nothing hidden, and we saw it on X when they created him. And to talk about America, for me, by the grace of God, I'm going for Trump. I will not go for bandits. Never, never. Thank you.
Thank you, ma. Thank you. All right, callers, please. I'm done. I'm done already for tonight. Thank you very much. And anybody who joined the panel now, I'm going to leave you on the backstage. We don't close. And the habit
Sorry,
of somebody
sir.
hold on, sir. The habit of somebody coming in when I say I don't close is not also a good thing. You know, you cannot be watching me for the past 3 hours. When I say I'm rounding up, giving final submission, then you just jump in. No, I don't really like it, to be honest. Because if the people that started with me from beginning were not there, I'm not sure I can be able to stay till 4 hours. Maybe I would have ended the broadcast within 1 hour, 30 minutes or so. So, yes.
Mr. Nadia Watch. Mr. Nadia
Yes.
Watch. You know what you would do? You need to make, just like you do rules for calls, you need to do rules for late entry too.
Exactly.
That will help.
You know, people are, it's becoming rampant now. You know, you guys should know that I'm a human being. Sitting here doesn't mean that I just love to do it. You know, if you don't start with me from the beginning, when we now say we are rounding up, you know, everybody, maybe the last person of the panel don't give their finance on me, just see somebody will just come. Who they will not start a fresh one. It's not nice like that. If one to do a fresh thing, someone that is already on the panel can advocate for that. Not you that is just coming. You know, it's not helping me. You know, I just wanted to put that out there. You know, join me from the beginning once my presentation is done. Then we start talking from there. If the conversation or the topic is warrant us to go extensively, that's not a problem. You know, but say we do the round up people now, you have been watching scenes for the past 4 hours, you know. So yes, I just want to put that there. Thank you very much. Give us a mandate. You wanted to say something, sir?
Well, I would just say that when you dive into the issue of Trump, now you open up for
exactly.
So I'll come say maybe you don't. Are you thinking about extending for another 30 minutes? Is it possible?
I better go and sleep, my friend. Now, so your matter they be now you they cause all these long. Now you they cause all these long hours for year.
Now you call Trump now, and I say see now I don't. Black Panther, when you call Trump, Black Panther can't talk about State of Union address. I can't send them to you. So if you come better, so 30 minutes don't go too much. I mean, since now you call Trump,
I beg off your mic, Oga. Off your mic. Thank you, Oga. Give us a mandate. All right, my people. Tomorrow I will create a platform. We'll talk about Trump. That is my economy. Hey, Oga, my economy. I go pay una with the all this one with Black Panther here. They try to disrespect people. So maybe the other one go enter us if he doesn't know anything. This one, anybody that doesn't say something that pleases you doesn't know anything. It shouldn't be like that now. You should respect people's opinion. You can't force people to see things on your own in your own way. No. Now Trump they come, wanna leave him. You say we will know the state of America. Which state? What did they state? The year one won't put for there by the way they there. So not be close eye where all this first certificate where they do wuru for Chicago. So they say, I beg you, somebody Black Panther go to question somebody with the America. You go say you don't know anything, you don't know politics in America. If now UK go say you are not living in America. If now Germany, you are not living in America. Talk your own. If I tomorrow, let's say some people will cry for this platform. Corner Trump, 9 million needs. We are supporting Trump. Yes, so Mother Iris Fridays, good evening to you. Now Trump, now we want. If I be even though I don't want Trump, now because of some people maybe want Trump. Make it come. You know, the way Trump said the pepper on that for
Mr. Elvis. Mr. Elvis, you see what I say for comment section. Mommy, that's what say, give us our mandate. I did with you, take 5. She give me 5. I return them back to you, man. So but that 30 minutes. So
don't worry, not be that one she they talk. She they tell you say, may you go out dye your black soup, so may go make padedi and put. That's what Bobby. That's what I say. Thank you. All right, my people, we've come to the end. Before August CM will go come now. entered backstage now. Start. I beg. Now God will bless you now. Tomorrow, Trump. We will talk about Trump. Mr. Jonathan, drink plenty water tomorrow. I know so now you there among of the people we not go like tomorrow. You Black Panther, give us a mandate. And then so Madam Luke, who do you want? Next president of America. One of the era now, you know.
I am going for Trump. I'm sorry.
You see? See, as ABCD.
I'm Trump.
I'm Trump too.
Because
I bet for
you know, let me say something.
It's not
as much as I don't want Biden for second term, I don't want Trump. I would like somebody from Republican.
You know,
hold on, Mr. Elvis. I would prefer if Nikki Haley actually got that ticket, I'll prefer it. The reason why I would not want Trump, let me tell you some things. Imagine if the insurrection on January 6th actually has gone the other way. Maybe there won't be America today. That's
okay.
one.
Let's discuss it tomorrow, Oga.
Okay.
Let's discuss it tomorrow. Oga Chris, we know say you dey corner. No worry, you don't go see certificate in the house today. No worry. Thank you. All right, guys.
If you that 30 minutes ago, before you know 30 minutes, don't breeze come out now.
I know you are very right, my brother. You are very right. Don't worry, we'll come back to talk about it later. Thank you. You know, I make I enjoy my Sunday. See, and I don't waste and go reach 10 o'clock. No, say I got that is why I supposed to do. Weekend, go now go give me. Make I do only 1 hour here, make I run come out. You know, give us a mandate, you know the agree. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. Every one of you that joined the panel today, starting with Madam Nena, Madam Luke. Give us a mandate, Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Odua. May God bless every one of you. I appreciate you all for your time with us today. For those of you that called in as well, God bless you all. I appreciate every one of you. Black Panther, Mr. Ben, Mr. F.A., Madam Love God is my strength, and many others that called in. God bless you all. Mr. Prince as well. Yes. And yes, on the comment section here, those of you that supported the channel today, starting with Osagbo Kwonga, Love God is my strength, Mike Akionbari, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Amazing Grace USA and Madam Bella Naomi. And God bless you, my people. Thank you so much. And everyone right there on the comment section, started with Mother of all Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do, for being there always. I appreciate you. Madam Irene's finest. God bless you, ma. I appreciate you always, always, always. Thank you very much, my brother right there. Simeon Nagboji, I can see you right there. Thank you, Oga Chris. You actually called in as well. I forgot that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Mufi Ray is also in the comment section. CXL, Rosie Ayosh. Thank you, love. God is my strength. Sir Francis. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all, my people. Everest. Can see you as well, Michael Ganemaro, Vitus Akwebele, and many others right there. And God bless you, my people. We've come to the end of this broadcast. Tomorrow, we're going to spend more time here talking about Nigeria and America. You know, we're just going to share it, you know, start with Nigeria, switch straight away to America, how we want to go vote. All of us don't pack our luggages. Now Trump, now we want. So we're not going to change our mind at all. We're not changing. Trump, all the way, you know. Madam Tammy, okay, Madam Tammy, now because of that one, you be the call in, no Trump. I mean, when y'all leave me alone, no. Me don't talk my own. Me everybody talk their own. Now Trump mean what? So if you don't want Trump, it's okay. I'm not gonna step on your toe. Don't step on my toes. So Trump all the way. Now we want. So I want me my brother cry way. Black Panther. When I will see the way you go take cry tomorrow. You know, Trump all the way. When I can't tell me what you now you by the do. By the way, close the eye, like say, you don't know what will happen for Nigeria election. Now not say maybe you have a skate for never. Thank you very much, my people. Now God bless you now. Good night. This one is for those of you that supported the channel today.
láti sọ̀rọ̀. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, go there biza. Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan Akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love, Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan. But I know they do competition with anybody. Forgive me, show me love, I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan. No, they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Oh, tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí o. Ẹ fẹ́ jókù. Alákọ̀bí. Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí. Alákọ̀bí. Sábà mẹ́la. Anybody. Anybody. Any bobo. Anybody. Mo ló ń folú. Ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti kíníṣí. Délé mo ló ń folú. Ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé o.